Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
How's it going, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. This is episode number 416. Number 416 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Now, I want to apologize. I did not have a broadcast yesterday, so I want to go ahead and get that out of the way. Unfortunately, if you tuned into the broadcast Monday, we had an unfortunate on-air incident with Templeton over here. This spoiled dog of mine decided that he wanted to do his business on a damn carpet that I don't own, but I'm over that at this point in time. Unfortunately, we had to call in a service, and let me tell you, I knew it was going to be a hell of a lot more than what was quoted to me when we called that service on the air to try to get some kind of a quote. I knew it was going to be a hell of a lot more, and it was. I don't want to get into it. All right, it's over. It's done with. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want you troll terrorists and cyber vermin out there to be continuously reminding me of it. I don't want to hear about it, all right? I'm not happy, all right? Jesus Christ. I'm tempted to just auction off the dog's crap just so I can see if I can recoup my money from one of you freak shows out there. I'm not joking around. I'm that pissed off about it. Anyway, with that aside, I wanted to say my apologies to all those that were expecting a broadcast yesterday. I try my damnedest every damn day to give you 3 hours broadcast nonstop. You know this, folks. So this is a one-man show here besides the engineer. You know, he's out there. He's always messing around with wires and stuff back. We always mess around with wires back there, engineer. Well, you know, he's doing his job. And, I'm doing my job. I tried to watch, Alex Jones the other day. And literally, I sat maybe for about a half hour, literally was 3 or 4 different commercial breaks. And it's like, when exactly does this asshole broadcast? I mean, when does he actually, I don't know. Listen, I understand they have to pay the bills. I'm not hating on their game. But come on, baby, you can't claim that you're a broadcaster out here if you can't carry on a damn conversation or carry on a dialogue with the listeners out there for more than a goddamn 15 minutes. I'll give you a damn break. All right, step your game up and step your chain up, boy. Anyway, folks, listen, I'm sorry. I was not here. Templeton, cost me money. Hey, listen, I love the dog. I didn't punish him or anything. I'm just... it's one of those things, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm trying to have a decent holiday. I'm trying to be in the Christmas spirit. And, what put me in the Christmas spirit, of course, was giving out the Christmas cards from the True Capitalist Radio Christmas party. People are already receiving them. I think a couple of people are posting their Christmas cards. They're barely starting to receive them. If you haven't received them, folks, you should receive them. If you're in the international community, it may take a little longer, obviously, but they're out there, and it got me in the Christmas spirit. But then you got, unexpected obstacles like this, like my dog taking a crap on a damn carpet that I don't own. And the reason it cost me more, folks, and listen, I'm just going to say this one thing, and I'm going to move on. The reason it cost me more is because I knew it. I knew it when these idiots came in here and did the spot removal, which was a good job, don't get me wrong. They did the whole little, room, carpeted and, shampooed and vacuumed and all this crap, and the damn thing looked more white than the other rooms, and that's exactly what I want the guy that, he's a good friend of mine that's actually renting me this house. I need for him to see that. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and vacuum the living room because I thought it should be whiter than the other rooms. And look, I could probably do a social justice warrior spin on that. I could be like, listen, I wanted to be a culturally diverse carpeting. I wanted, a white carpet in the living room. And we got a little bit of a darker carpet in the dining room because, that's where the cuisine happens. You got some, maybe a little bit of Italian sausage on the floor. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And then you go to the hallway. The hallway has got its own tone because it's always walked on. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be culturally diverse here. No, I couldn't do that, folks. Obviously, I had to freaking pay for the whole goddamn place to be shampooed and freaking vacuumed. Anyway, that took a whole to-do, and that's why I couldn't broadcast, all right? And not to mention, folks, I mean, what's going on? I'm kind of afraid of the characters that they sent over here to, shampoo and, vacuum the floor. Don't get me wrong, they did a good job out here. But literally, I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. I mean, they're obviously instructed to, give you paperwork. And the paperwork says, hi, thank you for choosing our service. I mean, literally, you have to read this and, sign here. And, okay, here it is. Thank you. And, you got these guys now. I mean, listen, I'm assuming they're of some Latin descent. I'm not saying they're Mexican because, let me tell you, we're out here in Texas. It's not just Mexicans walking around. We got Guatemalans and we got, Belizeans and Brazilians and you got Argentinian, we got all of them out here, but they were something of not of American descent to put it lightly. And I'm sitting over here trying to talk to have a conversation. I'm signing the paper. I'm like, yeah, there it is. There's the shit stain right there. I was talking about and I'm like, okay, burrito. I mean, what am I supposed to say for crying? I don't get it. Luckily, they had paperwork, and they were like, hi, thank you for using our service. And somebody at the office that sent these freaking illegals over here, all right, obviously put down the itemized situation that I needed, and then when I oh Jesus, I want you to do the other carpet. I had no idea what the hell they were talking about, so I had to call up this freaking place and look, can you tell these guys that I want them to do the whole carpet here, and I don't even want. Thanks, Templeton. Anyway, folks, let me move on. Let's get to the markets here. Now, yesterday we did see a little bit of a pickup, and the only reason that you saw a pickup yesterday, folks, was because of some optimistic nonsense read into Janet Yellen's remarks that she made at some commencement speech or something, that capacity. I mean, that's what this investment community is grasping at this point in time as it pertains to continue to fuel this market. Now, I know that, we flirted here with 20,000, but folks, I mean, can somebody please call me that's in the investment community? Because I know that there's a lot of folks in the investment community that actually listen to this first hour. I would like for somebody to please explain to me what is justifying these overinflated index averages. I'm just asking. I mean, the profits have been pretty much garbage. And if they were profitable, the reason a lot of these companies are profitable is because they've had to cut. You know, they had to cut staff. They had to cut management. They had to cut, they had to sell off certain aspects. I mean, they had to do things to show on paper that, yeah, technically we're profitable, but, I mean, there's no genuine profit here. I mean, there's not even any kind of speculation as far as the outlook is concerned to any of these companies to justify this kind of index average, in my personal opinion, on all these sectors, on Dow Jones, S&P, and NASDAQ, on all these different indexes. I mean, it makes no sense. And I'm telling you, I'm not trying to sound like a bear investor, but I've seen this before, and what I haven't seen is the unbelievably ignorant, over-speculative, smoking crack perception that the investment community in today's market has that continues to keep this market at these levels. It's just ridiculous. And I'm telling you, man, I don't like this one bit. I think it's going to really correct itself really fast, and I don't think people are prepared for it. I've seen this time and time again. Just look back in history, all right? Look back in history. This has been happening. You know, I think you folks that have been listening to my broadcast, you know my feelings on this. Let me just go ahead and get to the markets here because, I mean, either you get it and you're like, okay, let me go ahead and cash out. And let me tell you, if you cashed out like I did, I mean, you're making money. I mean, you know, what is it, dollars at a 14-year high? You know, and the value of the dollar is, and that's another thing that I don't get. Okay, the value of the dollar is going higher. Why are stocks going higher? That makes no sense. That breaks the whole goddamn concept of finance fundamentals. When the dollar, the value of the dollar goes up, everything, with the exception of anything that's legitimately profitable on the equities end, or that's legitimately scarce in the commodities end, everything should go down otherwise when the value of the dollar goes up. And you see, we've been seeing, we just heard today, 14-year highs on the value of the dollar, U.S. dollar. Why aren't we seeing the appropriate corrections in the value of commodities and equities? I'm telling you, it's because of this freaking investment community is smoking crack. And anybody who doesn't think so, you're smoking crack too, as far as I'm concerned. I'm telling you, I've been here before. I've seen it 1,000 times. I don't know how much I have to say. You do what you want. I'm a capitalist here. All right? I'm a capitalist. As a matter of fact, I'm waiting for the contraction to happen, or I should say the correction to happen in the real estate market. And, you know, I'm telling you right now, I think that the real estate market has been overinflated. I said back in 2008, 2009, you can look back in the archive, I think it might even said 2009, 2010, excuse me, back in the old days that the future, today's market in the real estate would be rental properties. And that's exactly what I told you folks back then. I said that what you should be doing is, as this downfall in the real estate market that happened at that particular time is happening, is to gobble up residential properties at the low and then go ahead and get into the rental game, because at this point in time, we're not going to have too many people qualified for homes anymore because people lost their asses in the 09-08 crash. And you're seeing that reflected today. That's why if you take a look at the median rent average in this country, it has grown unbelievably. So the prognosticator strikes again on that one. Now, I'm going to tell you the next correction that happens in real estate, the thing to go to is not going to be residential. I personally foresee, based upon current market conditions, and at the same time Donald Trump's plans as it pertains to his economic policy, I see that commercial real estate is a big buy in 2017. As a matter of fact, I think commercial real estate is a good buy now if you could find one at the appropriate price. The beautiful part about commercial real estate is that it doesn't fall under the same kind of category, or I should say, it doesn't fall under the same kind of protocol, I should say, in which residential real estate is priced. Residential real estate is priced based upon the going rate of a home within a half-mile radius to a mile radius it depends on your market. That's typically how they gauge a home's value, and of course they tack on little tidbits if it happens to have solar panels or some kind of upgrade or something of that capacity. in my personal opinion right now, I think commercial real estate is big right now. There's a lot of it. There's a lot of it all over the country. I think there's a lot of commercial real estate in small towns that are going to be rebuilt again because of Donald Trump's economic policy. I think that we are going to see a lot of things transpire that is going to enable those that always wanted to become entrepreneurs to do so. And the reason I'm suggesting that commercial real estate is going to be a hot ticket, it's not going to be based upon reselling it. It's going to be based upon long-term rentals. Because those that actually have the capital or have the means through financial credibility, through financial institution or whatever, somebody who loans you the money, if you can get yourself a piece of commercial property and it's in decent shape, or you can renovate it to its tip-top shape, you can make some serious money in the leasing of commercial real estate out of your purchased commercial real estate. And I think that's the thing of the future, in my personal opinion. There's a lot of strategies on how to capitalize as pertaining to owning commercial real estate. But in my personal opinion, I think within the next 3 to 4 years, that is going to be the new thing to go to. And if you're not in it now, then you need to get in it. You understand? I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, there's a lot of commercial real estate out here. And let me tell you, there's plays out here in the commercial real estate market where you don't even need to buy the property. I mean, if you find a piece of commercial real estate that you, as an entrepreneurial visionary, if you can view this piece of commercial real estate and get the landowner or the property owner, the commercial property owner, to give it to you at a long-term lease at a very, very low price point.
Albertsons is your entertainment end zone. Look for the Game On player tags when you shop. Buy 3 and enter to win great prizes like a 65-inch big screen LED TV. Catch the Ram Spirit with the Game On sweepstakes at Albertsons. For great sandwiches, get Nature's Harvest Bread 20-ounce selected varieties and Oro Wheat Bread 24-ounce selected varieties, just $2.99 each. No purchase necessary. Open to residents of Southern California counties listed in rules 18 years and older. Ends January 3rd, 2017. Enter code by January 10th, 2017. Rules at GameOnSoCal.com.
Because that's what you want. People always think that, when they start a business, they want a very short-term lease just in case they screw the business up. That's not. First of all, if you're thinking like that, then don't even go into business. The key thing, if you're leasing, is a long-term lease at a very, very low price, because the price and value of commercial real estate fluctuates. And in my personal opinion right now, if you're a leaser, is to get into a key rate at a low price for a long term, because I think that we're going to see things going up in price as far as leasing, renting, that sort of thing, especially commercial real estate. Now, excuse me, I just want to reiterate how you can kind of capitalize on commercial real estate without actually owning it. You need a property owner of a piece of property that obviously has not done well. It's been vacant for a while. It's still in decent shape. Or you have the capital to be able to renovate it to where it's in decent shape. You can negotiate with the owner and say, look, I want a long-term deal. I want at least, 10 years, 15 years, because this is the kind of deals you want. Real estate is long-term. You can't think of real estate as something like a stock. But the beautiful part about real estate is that it's a consistent flow of income, and the taxable rates at which, depending on what stream of income through real estate, and I'm not a tax attorney, of course, but depending on the stream of real estate income, I mean, it's taxable at different rates, so on and so forth. Different write-offs can be applied, so on and so forth. So what I'm saying is that you can still lease a big piece of property that you have the vision for, but the commercial owner doesn't. All right? And then once they negotiate, you can negotiate a very long-term, low-rate deal. And then once you do that, you build it up, and then you build the commercial pieces of real estate. In my personal opinion, smaller is going to be better. And the reason I suggest this is because the day of these huge department stores, the days of these big, huge mall complexes that have these big, huge department stores, I think it's just about over. And the reason I say this is because you got online retail that is killing the retail sector. And in my view, I think that it's justified, because I don't even like going out to any shopping center or shopping mall anymore because the riffraff of the world is just wandering around out there, and you just don't want to get any problems with anybody, man. So it's much more convenient to just shop online and have the damn thing delivered to you, so on and so forth. Now, there is obviously not necessarily, there's disadvantages with that. I mean, you don't see the physical product that you're going to buy. You can't go and take back the product, so on and so forth. Anyway, I don't mean to get off on that diatribe on that, but the reason I'm suggesting what I'm about to suggest is based upon the trend of online purchases, especially in this year alone. I've been reading the numbers. It's undaunting how the growth of online retail has just grown year in and year out. Now, we're seeing the death of retail, but I don't think it's the death of retail as we know it. I think it's the death of humongous, huge department stores type of situation. I think what we're going to see now is if we have true visionaries out here who have the means, the income, the capability, the know-how, or the ability to learn on the job, so to speak, to be able to sublease a lot of these properties that are out here that are just wasting away. They're owned by somebody. And if you just, all you got to do is approach them and say, look, I think I could do something with this. You know, I'm going to, redo it. I'm going to spend my own money doing this. But, hey, if I'm going to spend my own money renovating your property, well, you got to give me a better rate, and not to mention a better rate, and this means a low rate. Remember, you want to take into consideration what it's going to cost you to renovate his property, because that can help you negotiate a lower monthly lease for a longer period of time, because you have, and this is what happens when you do this, all right? And listen, this is not uncommon. That's why a lot of department stores, a lot of retailers, they do this for commercial real estate owners all the time. They renovate their property, and what the real estate owner, the commercial real estate owner benefits is that, of course, they get somebody who renovates their property. They have to give them a low leasing monthly charge because they, renovated their property for a long period of time. But at the same time, by the lessor renovating the commercial piece of property owned by the owner, the commercial owner, all of a sudden, his equity in that particular commercial piece of property goes up because the value of the commercial piece of property goes up. And by default, the guy who literally had that piece of property there that was just it was a vacant piece, nobody wanted it, you come in, say, hey, look, I'm going to renovate it. I'll put in this much money to renovate it. You give me a monthly lease rate at about this amount because, hey, I'm going to renovate the son of a bitch. And when I renovate it, just by me renovating it, your value of your property is going to go up. So I'm making you money. I'm renovating your property. So why don't you give me a break and give me, a low monthly rate, and why don't you give it to me for about 10 or 15 years, all right? And then once you do that and you sign that, that's when you start rebuilding. And what you want to do, in my personal opinion, this is my suggestion for those that want to start thinking about, conquering the world out there, being capitalists, being entrepreneurs. Renovate these big complexes for small business owners. Small business. I'm talking like maybe, no more than 1,000 square foot at max. Little, square spaces. And this could be designed in a variety of different capacities. I mean, you could go nuts in designing this kind of idea. But this is the future in which I believe commercial real estate is going to go to, because this will enable those that are not necessarily having the means to be able to be entrepreneurs in the Donald Trump economy, but have the means to be able to find a job, to be able to make enough money so that they can get themselves a little spot somewhere, so that they can get themselves a second stream of income that could potentially either be a supplemental stream of income or a full-time stream. And you see, there's not enough of those opportunities out here for entrepreneurs because the whole goddamn retail sector, or what's left of it out here, is dominated by Walmart, Target, the big-time big-box stores. And I'm telling you, you can make money off this, folks. If it sounds like I have some experience doing this, it's because, maybe I do. But I'm just I'm planting seeds out there. There's just so much ways to make money. I didn't mean to go off on this diatribe about commercial real estate, but I think it's the future. And whether you can buy a piece of commercial real estate or find a commercial real estate owner who has more money than sense that just has some commercial piece of property just sitting there rotting, and the integrity of the place is pretty good. You have a vision. You know you can make something out of it. You know you could probably find other people to lease onto it. I mean, because that's what department stores are having to do now, folks. Department stores like Dillard's here recently. Jesus Christ, I dropped the damn mic. At Dillard's here recently, I shop at Dillard's, okay? I do shop at Dillard's. I want to say they don't pay me, but that is a great store. I've been shopping there for a long time. I love that store. Great service, great products. I love shopping there. Anyway, but that's me personally. There's no, it's not an ad. It's not. I'm not trying to tell you people to go there. Anyway, I was there. And to my shock, I'm starting to see a James Avery Center. And the mall that I was shopping in used to have a James Avery shop, and the only reason I know that because the shop was, the remnants of it was still there, and now it's no longer there in the physical shopping center. It's now in the Dillard's store itself. Now, I'm just going to assume that what that is a co-opting of two companies coming together and negotiating. You see, James Avery, in my personal opinion, is a overpriced piece of crap, all right? But for whatever reason, everybody grew up on it or something, and everybody thinks that James Avery is so freaking great, and unfortunately, James Avery ate his own crap and believed it and just continuously purchased or leased these properties in every shopping center all over the country. And as a result, I'm sure they're starting to see a little bit of the effect of leasing out all those places on a national scale hitting their bottom line. So what are they going to do? Well, they negotiate with Dillard's. And they're like, hey, Dillard's, look, you sell our stuff a little bit anyway, which they do. They maybe have like a small case at the time dedicated to it. You know, why don't we make a deal? All right, why don't we make a deal? All right, I want to close my shop. All right, one of my shops over here, or I'm sure they negotiated this on a massive scale. So wherever there was a Dillard's and a James Avery, I'm sure the consolidation happened in every shopping center, mall, that sort of thing. And James Avery cut its cost by moving in its operation into Dillard's. Now, what are they going to do? Dillard's probably leases out those spots. That is now a James Avery Center within Dillard's. And what they're paying Dillard's for is not only the area to display it and to sell it, but they're also paying for the service for which now Dillard's is going to offer, which is their own salespeople. You know, you go into a Dillard's jewelry store, you got, Dillard's salespeople, they're selling the James Avery stuff. So what did James Avery do? They just minus themselves a lease in a shopping center. They minus themselves any kind of salaries so that, people that pay this stuff, you understand? So as a result, that's a consolidation. That's where things are headed at this point in time. I'm seeing this trend more and more. So I didn't mean to go off on that diatribe, folks. I'm just trying to plant seeds to people out here. It's True Capitalist Radio. I personally believe that commercial real estate is the future here, especially with the economic policies that Donald Trump is putting forth out here. And moreover, before I move on to the markets, that's another strategy. If you want to be a business owner and you're an entrepreneur, you produce something, you have a service, you can go into already established location and make a deal. Make a deal with these people. Say, hey, look, what would it take for me to lease out this part of your store? How much would you charge me each month to lease this out here? I mean, that's all it takes. It's business, baby. All it takes is for you to go and ask these people. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. I'm not joking around. Anyway, listen, sorry about the diatribe about commercial real estate. I'm just planting seeds out here. I want people to become capitalists. The difference between capitalists and communists and socialists. Capitalists want to see people succeed because the more people succeed, the more people that are capitalists, the better off society will be. And hey, thank you, Bad Mem X86. He just reminded me in here in a tweet that Sephora did that with JCPenney. I was not aware of that, as a matter of fact, but it makes sense. I mean, this is the consolidation that's happening, folks. I mean, this is how, companies stay profitable even though they're not profitable. I'm sure, James Avery showed profitability even though all it was nothing more than laying off their people, cutting off their leases, consolidating their product with the Dillard store, and they showed profitability. I mean, that's how business works, man. Anyway, folks, my apologies. I just hope somebody got something from that, and I hope that you take that and, use that potentially later on in the future as becoming a capitalist. Because, you see, it's these strategies and these ideas that need to be conjuring up in your head for you to be a creative capitalist so that, you can generate some kind of an idea and manifest it into reality. And I'm just planting seeds out here. Anyway, folks, let's get to the Dow Jones Industrials, folks. My apologies on that diatribe, for Christ's sake. Let's go to the Dow. Okay, it is flat today, down today, 32.66 points, a percentage decrease of 0.16%, closing out the Dow Jones at 19,941.96 points for the Dow Jones Industrials, which is unbelievable and I believe completely unjustified. But hey, I mean, these people are smoking crack. They want to continue to believe it. I don't. I'm waiting for that fall, baby. I'm waiting for the correction to happen. And when the correction happens, I am gobbling up blue chip, high-end dividend stocks, baby. That's what I'm doing. I mean, it's what you do. And that's what Warren Buffett's done. That's what anybody who makes money in the market does. Anyway, we got the S&P down also today, flat, 5.58 points down for the S&P, a percentage decrease of 0.25%, closing out the S&P at 2,265.18 points for the S&P 500. We got the NASDAQ. It is also down today, 12.51 points, a percentage decrease of 0.23%, closing out the NASDAQ at 5,471.43 points for the NASDAQ composite. All right, folks. Now, once again, it's flat. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a down day on the market. It was just kind of a kind of day. Not really much action, just kind of flat. It's a wasted day. I hate flat days. You know what I mean? I'd rather see crashes. I'd rather see real steep increases or real dramatic decreases. I mean, that's where the money's made, unfortunately. And it's just the way it is. Now, let's go ahead and get to the commodities to see if this damn high of the dollar that we've been reading about here, U.S. dollar at an all-time, or not all-time, but it's at a 14-year high. Let's see if that's reflected in the commodities, all right? Let's get to energy. Now, WTI sweet crude is down today, 79 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.48%, closing out WTI sweet crude at $52.51 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. We've got Brent crude also down today, 84 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.52%, closing out Brent crude at $54.51 per barrel of Brent crude oil. Ironically, we saw a little slight increase in gasoline. It is up today, 0.11% for gasoline. And good God, I mean, what have I been saying about natural gas, folks? What have I been saying? Who trades this? If there's anybody who trades this, please tweet at me and tell me you're actually making money. Because, I mean, there's no way the instability, the helter-skelter, the feast or famine of this commodity is unbelievable. Folks, natural gas up today, 9.47% on the day. I mean, good God! I want a piece of that, man. Let me tell you, man, I would not have been able to call that. I don't know what. Can somebody explain this to me? I mean, when I see that kind of profit in one day, I kick myself in the freaking head because I want a piece of that. I'm a capitalist. I want a piece of that. Jesus Christ. 9.47% increase on the day for natural gas. Jesus Christ. Good Lord. Anyway, folks, my apologies. I mean, that makes I don't know what the hell kind of sense that makes. I mean, we are seeing reflection of the value of the dollar going up in the other energies. We saw a decrease in Brent. We saw a decrease in WTI. What the hell is going on with natural gas? It just pisses. I just wish I had a piece of that. It makes me sick. Anyway, we got heating oil down today, 1.88%, and let me tell you, it's starting to heat up a little bit. I wouldn't say heat up out here in San Antonio, but it's not. It's starting. The Christmas weather is starting to fade away. So I hope grandfather winter, what do they call old man winter? That's what it is. I hope old man winter can blow some more air out this way. And so I can start feeling like Christmas again. So I can feel like Christmas. And, hey, I'm in San Antonio, right? I should, make it like a Pancho Claus, Mexican Christmas, right? Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm serious. I'm really going to have, I'm thinking about having, some tamales or something for Christmas. I'm not joking around. I mean, that seems to be the big thing. I've been hawked tamales at least a half a dozen times within the past at least 5 days. I'm not kidding around. From every different direction. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding around. Jimmy say you would like some tamales? Tamales? Where? Did you just cook them? I mean, what? No, I have them in my ice chest. Look at my ice chest. I mean, there's mold in the ice. I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyway, I don't even know where to get a good tamale either. I mean, you see, that's the thing. I mean, I'm new to this kind of thing. I don't even know where to get a decent tamale around here. Anyway, sorry, folks. Let me move on. Let's get to the metals, shall we? Jesus Christ. The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals. We've got gold slightly down today, 40 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.04%, closing out gold at $1,133.20 per troy ounce of gold. We've got silver also down today, 14 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.88%, closing out silver at $15.98 per troy ounce of silver. Good God. We got copper down today, 0.32%, and we also have platinum down today, 0.53% decrease for platinum. Let's go ahead and run down through the agriculture, and let's move on with the rest of the show, folks. And once again, my apologies for not being here yesterday. We had Templeton having a situation, and during the damn broadcast of all times, during Monday's show, and we had to remedy that during the broadcast time of the show. So my apologies. We're here, and as a matter of fact, folks, lest we forget, there is going to be a Christmas Eve show. That's right. There's going to be a Christmas Eve show on True Capitalist Radio broadcast, folks. All right? Just like 2011, for Christ's sake. We're going to party like it's 2011. Good God, I can't wait. So I hope that you're planning, whatever you're doing on Christmas Eve, whether you're kicking with a family or whatever. And let me tell you something. If you're kicking with a family, you can only have so much family, all right? So once you get yourself your little Bluetooth, your one-piece earpiece, put it in your ear, just sit there and just nod your head while your family's babbling about their own freaking problems and Billy and how Amy has to have an operation on her crotch or whatever, all right? I mean, who cares, all right? You're listening to True Capitalist Radio on Christmas Eve. Do you understand that? Because it's a True Capitalist Radio Christmas, and everybody wants to be the man that everybody hears. The GHOST. Oh, yes, it's Christmas, and you're going to spend it with me. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm ad-libbing Christmas carols. That's how much in the Christmas spirit I am. Jesus Christ. Let's get to the grain, shall we? You need to cut me off, engineer, when I go off keister like that. I think I'm in too much of the Christmas spirit. I'm serious. Anyway, we got corn down today, folks, 0.86% decrease on the day. We got wheat down today, 0.93% decrease on the day. We got oats down today, 0.22% decrease on the day. Rough rice is also down, 1.03% decrease for rough rice. Soybeans is up 0.12%. Soybean oil down very modestly, 0.03%, and canola down very modestly at 0.04%. Let's get to the softs. Folks, this increase in cocoa, which is the base for chocolate, continues its rise. It continues its rise. So it is up 1.02% on the day. So if you thought you were going to get yourself or your potential Valentine some cheap chocolate, you got another thing coming. We got coffee. Hey, dude, just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me unless I get my coffee. Just don't want to talk. Just shut up, you stupid hipster little fruit bowl. Almost slipped there. Anyway, coffee is up 0.49% increase on the day. We got sugar. Sugar is down today, 0.27%. And orange juice continues to go down. We are at a 36-year low in production. The only reason I'm seeing decreases in the value of this commodity is because nobody's drinking orange juice anymore. I can't believe nobody drinks orange juice anymore, for Christ's sake. I mean, no wonder everybody's sick. No wonder everybody's got the freaking sniffles out here, for Christ's sake, man. Start drinking orange juice. And look, they're not even paying me to say it. I mean, it's just good for you, for Christ's sake, man. And this comes from a guy who drinks every day. I mean, I'm telling you, hey, when I wake up in the morning, I at least get some freaking orange juice and, some kind of, Jesus Christ, I can't believe people stop drinking orange juice. Oh, my God. Anyway, what were we at? Oh, yeah, orange juice down 1.86%. Jesus Christ. Cotton is up 1.14% for cotton. We've got lumber up today, 0.13%. 0.13% increase for lumber. Rubber is down 0.37% decrease for rubber. And we've got ethanol down 0.91%. Let's get to livestock. We're seeing modest increases in live cattle. Live cattle is up today, 0.63% increase on the day for live cattle. We got cattle feeder. It is up today, 0.28% increase on the day for cattle. And folks, what the hell have I been saying about goddamn lean hogs, for Christ's sake? I've been saying it since October, since it was freaking National Pork Month, that we were going to see an increase in lean hogs. What the hell did I tell your asses, man? Good God. Lean hogs up today, 3.69% increase on the day. We have been seeing 3 and change increases you know what? I don't even need to brag anymore. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Up 3.69% increase for lean hogs, folks. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass. All right? Jesus Christ, man. I'm telling you, to be a capitalist, you got to continuously think about these plays. You got to continuously think about being a capitalist. As a matter of fact, folks, before I get to Twitter shout-outs, I was, looking at what we've accomplished. When I say we, I'm talking about the capitalist army. I'm talking about those of us on the Trump train. But I would like for everybody to know that what has transpired with Trump's election was a genuine capitalist revolution. It's not a coincidence that everyone that Donald Trump is appointing to his cabinet is a bona fide capitalist. All right, these people are billionaires. All right, and as I've stated, you can look back in the archive, I've always said that the revolution, a true revolution that causes change, comes from the top down. It was not until Vladimir Lenin and Mao Zedong and Pol Pot and all these other leftists rewrote the idea of revolution, but they rewrote the idea of revolution through arms struggle. And we can get into the whole theology of different variants of Marxism. But Marx himself knew that the only true way to actually implement a true revolution of change is from the top down. And that's what we're seeing right now, right before our very eyes, folks. All right? That's what we are seeing right before our very eyes. And that's why I am telling you all right now, what's about to transpire is something that is unprecedented. And much like Lenin, Vladimir Lenin took control of state power and basically utilized state power to run amok and allowed Stalin to usurp it. And look, we could talk about that all day, but Stalin basically took a couple of good pictures with Lenin and somehow usurped authority in Russia. It's the most beautiful bureaucratic double cross of all time because, with all due respect, according to the wishes of Vladimir Lenin, he wanted Leon Trotsky to be the leader of Russia. But, of course, Stalin was probably one of the best bureaucrats of all time. He bureaucratically had enough people within the system to be able to just usurp power. And then when he did that, he literally perpetuated killing new waves of inner circle so that he could sustain his power. He understood that, you bring in an inner circle and then they eventually turn on you, and what he does is he just kill them. He'd kill them all, and not only kill them, he would erase them from history just so that he could sustain his own power, so he could be his own God. But what we're about to see right now is the capitalists, for the first time in world history, have taken control of state power. We have taken control of state power, and that's why what we are planning to do as capitalists is to dismantle this bureaucratic system. And I think it's no coincidence why we have Donald Trump wanting to build the military, because now it's the capitalists' military. It's no longer these bureaucrats' military. It's no longer these disgusting, despicable, lifelong career bureaucrat, talking head, do-nothings, accomplish nothing, produce nothing, pieces of crap. The capitalists are now in charge of the state. And now that we're in charge of the state, we're going to run it like a goddamn business. And this is something, folks, I have been trying to advocate ever since I started the True Capitalist radio broadcast. The capitalists have taken control of state power. And the only evidence that you need to validate this is taking a look at the man's cabinet. Take a look at all the billionaires that are there. Now, people are already criticizing Trump that, well, I thought you were going to drain the swamp, and now you got Goldman Sachs guys, and you got Exxon Mobil guys, and you got the Don't you understand that Donald Trump was a part of the elite? You don't think that he's talked to these guys many a times? You don't think that he's sat down and discussed certain things, business and beyond? I mean, Ross, who's the Secretary of Commerce, talked about how this man negotiates. And he says that I've negotiated with him many times. He does not bluff. When he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. I mean, these are men that, Donald Trump has negotiated with, and they respect. I mean, this is a capitalist revolution, and I don't think people are realizing what's about to happen. These bureaucrats know. That's why you got the CIA and the Democrats and the Republicans. They got everybody and their brother trying to stop this, folks, because they don't want the capitalist revolution. They don't want the dismantling of their stupid bureaucratic system. They don't want the cutting of the fleecing of an American tax system, because that's exactly what's been going on. That's why we have $20+ trillion in debt, because this goddamn government has allowed those that donate to the campaign contribution accounts to these damn bureaucrats, they allowed these people to fleece the tax system for years upon years upon years. And it's over now. It's the capitalist time now. The capitalists, you understand that? The capitalists are the ones that are in control, and by God, you know what I think I'm about to do about this? I think what I'm going to do, I know I was about to put out a book, but, I mean, right now we're so important. I think I'm going to put out a book about this. I'm going to put out a book about not only the capitalist revolution, but what is about to transpire and what should happen to not only this particular capitalist takeover of the state. Because, folks, the state is under our control now. I mean, why do you think you have so many people inside the state, inside the bureaucracy, trying to stop us? They're trying to stop us because they know their stupid little bureaucratic jobs and their days are numbered. They know they're going to have to be accountable because that's how capitalists run their ship. You have to be accountable for what you do. And they don't want to be accountable. They have been 30-plus year bureaucrats in some instances not being accountable to a goddamn thing. That's why when you talk to a bureaucrat who's been in the bureaucratic system, whatever voc and whatever system they're in, whatever goddamn stupid little job they got, if they're a bureaucrat getting paid by the state, just talk to these idiots. Talk to these morons and see how stupid and ignorant and pathetic they are. And the only thing that they have going for them is talking shop. You know, that's all they got. They're a freaking bureaucrat. It doesn't matter what kind of bureaucrat you talk to. They have nothing else to talk about but their own freaking job because that's all they got. They're stupid. And I told you, didn't I tell you, man? I swear to God, folks, if you don't believe me, go back to the archive. I told all these pieces of garbage. Back then, they were laughing at me. You know, saying, yeah, Ghost, baby, we going to collect food card and food stamp, baby. Keep paying your taxes, baby. You had all these welfare cases laughing at me, thinking that this was a great day, that we were going to continue to be fleeced, that this was a big joke. You know, you had the Democrats thinking it was a big joke implementing Obamacare, which is nothing more than a federalized monopoly of the insurance and companies. I mean, on and on. But people didn't believe me that, you know, hey, there's a coming capitalist revolution. They didn't believe me. But look at it now. Look at it now. It's a capitalist revolution, and don't you ever forget it. Let me tell you something right now. We ain't going nowhere. This is our country now. We've taken control. And what did I tell you? I came back. Not only did Donald Trump take the nomination at the Republican convention, which solidified the capitalists taking control of the goddamn party, but we took over the goddamn country. And don't you ever forget it. This is the capitalist country now.
Danny, I just figured out that if I switch to Metro PCS, I get 2 Samsung Galaxy phones free.
Cool, Dad.
And I could be a super dad with 2 free Samsung Galaxy phones and call myself Double Galaxy Man.
Or you could give the second phone to your sidekick.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
That's right. 2 free Samsung Galaxy On 5 smartphones are all yours when you switch to Metro PCS. Metro PCS. Wireless figured out. Coverage not available in some areas. Sales tax not included in phone price. Excludes numbers on the T-Mobile network. See store for details and terms and conditions.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, my apologies. I'm getting a little emotional as it pertains to that. But, folks, I've been fighting for a long time. I mean, this is a long time coming, this capitalist revolution. A long time coming. And it's finally here. And let me tell you, they're trying to stop us, but there's no stopping us, you piece of crap. There's no stopping us. This is our country now. Anyway, folks, my apologies. Let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs. And for you folks that are new to the broadcast, all you got to do is go to my Twitter account at PoliticsGhost, all one word, no underscores, PoliticsGhost, and retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. And the tweet to retweet is True Capitalist Radio Live. That's right, True Capitalist Radio Live. You retweet that tweet on the Twitter account, and I'll give you a Twitter shout-out right here on the broadcast, right here and now. Hey, engineer, do we have any goddamn Twitter shout-outs? All right. Well, hey, before I get to Twitter shout-outs, I do want to remind everybody, folks, that not only are we going to have a Christmas Eve broadcast, which will be probably a little bit later in the evening, unfortunately, folks, because, people on Christmas Eve, they're probably doing last-minute Christmas shopping. They're doing their thing. So I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe 8-ish, 7:30-ish Central Standard Time. I'm not sure yet. That's why you got to follow me on Twitter. PoliticsGhost. You got to follow me as well, so you get the tweet when I'm broadcasting, baby. Not only that, we're going to have a New Year's Eve episode in which we are going to have the ghosties, folks. Now, I am going to release all the categories tomorrow, And let me tell you, a lot of these categories already have people in it that are in the judge's eye, so to speak, and we're going to continue to, accept different nominations. We're going to tell people tomorrow how to nominate themselves or somebody else for a category for the Ghosties. And once again, what we're going to do for the Ghosties is we're going to actually send you an award this time around. We're going to send you a major award. That's what we're going to send you a major award, courtesy of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And that's, of course, if you want, of course, if you don't want it, well, I can't send it to you. If you're one of these people that are like, I don't know, I don't want you to have my docs going. I mean, give me a break. What is this, freaking 2011? Give me a break. Anyway, let's get to some Twitter shout-outs, shall we? I'm looking forward to both the Christmas Eve broadcast and the New Year's Eve broadcast. I mean, memories were made during the 2011 New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve. I mean, I've seen it in forum posts and comment sections and all that stuff. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs right now. All right, we got Supa in the house. We got Sergeant Yoda in the place. Dorito Burrito in the house. We got Carpet Crap Christmas. All right, listen. I don't want to be reminded of that. Seriously, man, listen. You can troll me about anything else, but that crap literally costs me money. And I don't like throwing away money, especially on dog shit. Excuse my French, folks. I'm sorry. I'm a little upset about it. I better get a drink before. Give me my drink. I better get a drink before I get a little off-keister, to say the least, all right? All right, folks. We got Critical Sands in the house. We got Exara Hawks in the place. Speed Mobile 91. Paco's Fireworks Party. Oh, come on, man. You're talking about the Mexico City fireworks factory that exploded. I mean, isn't that like a Leslie Nielsen joke? Like one of those Naked Gun jokes? Like, all right, prayers, of course, to the Mexicans and their, firework factory, but, that's like a bad joke. I'm sorry. Anyway, we got Karaskin in the house. Oh, wait a minute, Karaskin. That's right. He's probably in the tub with Tub Guy or something. Jeez. What's going on with my show? We've got Explosive Tacos. Listen, man. Listen. Enough of the freaking jokes about the freaking Mexican factory, the Mexican firework factory that blew up, all right? Enough. And how many Mexicans died in that, for Christ's sake? I mean, did Mexicans die in that? Because if it did, this makes it even worse, all right? Look at a cheap Mexican firework, all right? That's just shut up. We got Ed Plus in the house. We got Scarlet Moon in the place. Steamers up by 117%. You son of a... Shut up! Look, I'm telling you, man, I am not in a good mood about what I had to pay for yesterday, okay? Do not remind me of that. I'm going to be honest. I'm not joking around. I will end this broadcast here. This is Christmas week. All right, I shouldn't have to be going through this amount of stress. I shouldn't have to be. I don't even know why I don't even know why I even tell you people this. It's not like your asshole are going to listen to me. It's not like you're going to care. You don't care about nothing. You don't care about nothing. Give me the freaking mic. Give me the mic. The freaking mic, for Christ. You people don't care about nothing but your goddamn selves, for Christ's sake. I'm sitting over here. I'm giving you 3 hours of my damn life, and you people could care less. You make me say these disgusting names out here. I'm just trying to make the show a little interactive, and this is the kind of crap that you do. We got the trans gun. Somebody put a pair of balls on a gun. That's great, yeah. See what I'm saying with these sick pricks, man? We got Distilling Capitalist. What's going on to Bash TCA? What's going on to El Salty Loco? What the hell does that mean? Good God, man. You guys are getting sick, and I can already see where this is going, for Christ's sake. Anyway, we got Jizzmaster 3000, for Christ's sake. We got the Brony Network. We've got Detain McCain. Yeah, no kidding, Detain McCain, for Christ's sake. We got True Dog Shit Radio. Shut up! BJ's for shitty carpets. Look, Jesus. Enough! Look, I've had about enough of this. I'm not joking around. Enough of this garbage. This crap costs me money. Literally, this crap costs me money. And I'm not happy about it. Stop reminding me about the son of a bitch, all right? Oh, Jesus. Give it a mic. Jesus Christ. I'm serious, man. Do not remind me anymore about it. We got CDI fan 237 in the house. We got, who else do we have, for heaven's sake? Templeton 1, Ghost 0. See, here we go. $117 dog turd. Look, enough of this crap. Look, that cost me money, idiots. I mean, that could have went to anything, man. I could have bought freaking a freaking badass prime rib rack, man. I mean, I could have bought some expensive scotch or something. I could have done a dog crap. $117 worth of dog crap. I'm not happy about this, man. Stop it, man. Stop. Please stop. Or I'll end the damn show. Anyway, Jesus Christ. We got the neon night in the house. What's going on? Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, we're now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. I mean, did I say Capitalist Radio? You see how you're... True Capitalist Radio. Shut up, man. You see what you got me thinking? You people are reminding me my freaking dog took a turn on my goddamn carpet. You keep reminding me. You twist the knife. You gotta keep picking at it and picking at it and picking at it. Shut up. Just shut your mouth about it already, all right? I should have taken the day off, too, you know what I mean? I mean, it's Christmas week. It's Christmas. I should have taken today off as well, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus, give me the mic. Goddamn mic, man. I should have taken today off. It's, 3 hours a day. I mean, do you understand that? Do you understand that I broadcast here? I'm sitting here, and I'm literally talking on a consistent goddamn basis for 3 freaking hours, for Christ's sake? Holding a goddamn show. Do you understand this? And there's just no goddamn appreciation. That's the thing that bothers me, man. There's a thing that bothers me sincerely, deeply. I'm not even joking about it. I don't get any goddamn respect for this. Oh, Jesus, I better calm down, folks. Once again, this is the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio Show. I'm your host, the man they call Ghost, and I want to thank you for tuning in with me. Before we get started, folks, please add to your favorites or your bookmarks the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost, all right? And, of course, if you have not already done so, please follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores, politics. Jesus Christ, man. I'm already jaded, man. I'm not even halfway done with this broadcast. I'm already jaded, for heaven's sake. Give me my freaking drink. Give me my drink, man. All right, I'm going to take a couple more of these Twitter shout-outs, and I may move on because I can already see where this is going. It goes this direction every goddamn day. I don't even know why I even kid myself around. Anyway, let me move on here. We got Coastal Nick in the place. What's going on, man? Who else do we have here? We got Templeton Poop merch now. Look, no. I mean, what do you want, a picture of the crap or something? You want a picture? I mean, good God, no. Crap in your stocking. Oh, Jesus. Senior Poop Tickler. Buy turds here. I mean, look, stop. Stop it, man. Listen, I don't know about you. I know a lot of you people are perpetual screw-ups and you're idiots and you're used to paying for dumb garbage. I don't. I don't like making mistakes. You understand that? I don't make mistakes. because mistakes cost money. I don't like burning money on crap, like literally a piece of crap. I mean, that's literally what I'm burning money on, a piece of crap, on a freaking dog turd. Anyway, we got Remington in the house, for Christ's sake. Templeton Steamer. Listen, man, I'm going to stop the freaking Twitter shout-outs if you keep this up. I'm not kidding. You people are pissing me off, man. We've got Trump and Capitalist in the house. What's going on? Who else do we have, for heaven's sake? We got Berlin Drive-Thru. Oh, Jesus God. I mean, that's it. That's it. Berlin Drive-Thru assholes. That's it. This is why, and I hate to keep reiterating this and saying this over and over and over and over and over and over and over. But God damn it, man. I mean, this is why we cannot have nice things, for Christ's sake. We just can't have it. We just can't have nice things, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God! Give me the mic. Give me the mic. I mean, this show is literally turned into crap. I mean, literally. I can't believe this. I can't believe you people. What's going on to Raiden Snake? How you doing, man? Godzilla, how you doing, man? I mean, just veteran capitalist, man. What's going on to Daruna? What's going on, Daruna? Oh, man. All right, listen, we're going to move on with the broadcast. My apologies, folks, all right? All right, where was I, engineer? Oh, that's right. I was talking a little bit about the capitalist revolution. Well, I hope that you folks understand where I'm coming from on that. I may write a little bit about that, folks, because we're about to head in to an era in which the capitalists have taken control of state power, and we're going to reshape the world as we see fit. You understand? Instead of these damn bureaucrats taking control and thinking that they can out-bureaucrat the world. No. This is the capitalist time now, you sorry sack of crap. All right? Now go back in the unemployment line where you damn bureaucrats belong, you uneducated pieces of trash. All right? Get out. You haven't produced nothing. You haven't employed anybody. You haven't done nothing. Get out. Anyway, with that being said, let's discuss a little bit of the talking points that these liberals consistently try to throw in our faces, like, well, let's talk about the popular vote, okay? Because Hillary Clinton won the popular vote by 2.5 million, okay? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Are you kidding me? And look, I've alluded to this, that we have already said that 3 to 4 million illegal immigrants voted in this election, all right? 3 to 4 million. Well, lo and behold, the numbers come in outside of California and New York, all right? You discount the states of California and New York, Donald Trump is ahead by 3 million votes, all right? I mean, thank God for the Electoral College, right? I mean, that says everything. If you were just to cut off California and New York off the electoral map, Donald Trump is ahead by 3 million votes. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? California, that probably has way more than 3 million illegal immigrants in that son of a bitch, and they're giving these guys driver's licenses and bank accounts, and they're giving them rights to vote. So, I mean, we do a recount in California, you damn well better sure know that there's going to be a lot of illegal immigrants in that son of a bitch. The same thing going on with New York, especially when you got that son of a bitch de Blasio, that commie bastard in charge of New York City, for Christ's sake. So anyway, folks, I just wanted to reiterate that so that any of these liberals continue to say, well, no, Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. No, she didn't. You minus California, which is nothing more than a compact Mexican hole is really what it is. And what I mean by that, I mean that in the most kindest way, because it's illegal immigrants. And it's not just, as a matter of fact, it's not just Mexicans. I mean, you got a lot of Asians that are coming in from the coasts in cargo ships and crap. You got a lot of, I mean, it's weird in California. As a matter of fact, California is really an embarrassment. And we're going to talk about as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and talk about California now, did you all hear that California is having this Cal exit going on? I mean, they actually want to secede from the Union because, Donald Trump was elected president and we don't like it. We want to secede from the Union. I mean, are you kidding me? Okay, first and foremost, let them secede from the Union. Why don't we cut them off from their power, cut them off from the, supplied water lines, cut them, I mean, seriously, I mean, if they want to mean this, if they want to continue to sustain this, as a matter of fact, they're so serious about this. And this is the irony out of all this crap. You got our president, Barack Obama. No, not my president anymore. I don't even know if the man is, I don't know who the man is. His name is obviously not Barack Obama, all right? His name is obviously a Barry Soetoro or something to that capacity, for Christ's sake. But in my personal opinion, I don't know who he is. Not my president. Anyway, but this guy here, okay, he's talking about Russians hacking the election. Oh, Russians hacking the elections. Oh, Russia's meddling the elections. Oh, Russia this, Russia that. Meanwhile, this Cal exit, these Californian pieces of trash that are wanting to secede from the Union because their side didn't win the presidential election, for Christ's sake. All right? Lo and behold, you've got California opening up an embassy in Moscow. Yeah. Oh, are you joking me? I mean, where's the freaking investigation into that? I mean, how come this is not a breach of national security? How come we're not sending in the freaking National Guard into freaking goddamn California to stop these sons of bitches? Are you kidding me? I mean, they have a freaking embassy in Moscow. I'm not joking. I read that earlier today. I'm like, are you kidding me? Oh, my God. I mean, California, let me tell you something, man. You should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm serious. I mean, you should be ashamed of yourselves, folks. I mean, you better stop this. I mean, somebody at the state level needs to stop whatever group is doing this. Stop these people. I mean, they're opening up an embassy in Moscow, and this damn president has the audacity to sit over here and lecture us about goddamn Russians hacking the freaking election? What a bastard! Literally, what a bastard! Oh, my God. We've got California opening up embassies in Moscow. But now we want the left. The left's over here talking about, Russia's so bad, Russia's this, and we got to overturn the election because of Russia hacker, Russia this, Russia hacker, Russia. Shut up. We got freaking this Cal exit assholes out here opening up freaking embassies in Moscow. Where is the outrage in this? Can somebody explain this to me? Where's the goddamn outrage in this? Where's our president in this? I mean, there is an embassy that is California related. They want to secede from the Union. They have an embassy in Moscow. Can somebody explain how this is not like prime, focal point of this administration at this point, as opposed to Russia hacking the supposed election that Obama had the Department of Homeland Security oversee, for heaven's sake? Can somebody explain this to me? I'd like somebody to explain this to me in explicit detail. Jesus Christ, I cannot believe, you can't make this up, folks. I'm serious. That's why when Donald Trump and the capitalists take over this state, when they take over this government, this is going to stop. This is going to end. We're not going to have this kind of ridiculousness anymore. We're going to put an end to this garbage. I'm not joking around. We're going to put an end to this crap. We're not going to sit over here and allow a bunch of morons because, they have a hair up their ass just to cause civil unrest to do so. We're not allowing that to happen in a capitalist society. Because all anybody really wants, folks, true people that just want to, come home after a day's work, have a beer, go out, whatever it is that they want to do, they just want civility. They just want civility. They just want their the ability to live out their own lives. And we haven't been able to do that. And now, folks, we've got Obama here. Yeah, man, look, we'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, the bottom line is I'm tired of hearing this Russia nonsense. As a matter of fact, Zero Hedge, which is a great publication, as a matter of fact, one of the main writers of Zero Hedge follows my account, so much props to Tyler out there. What's going on? 71% of Americans don't believe that Russia even hacked the damn elections. So even with all the CIA narrative and the pumping and dumping on the mainstream media and Russia this, Russia that, nobody believes this crap. Nobody believes this crap. So all I'm simply stating is that, hey, something needs to be done about this Cal exit situation, because let me tell you, if Texas seceded from the Union, the last folks that we would be negotiating with or opening an embassy with is Russia, because, I mean, give me a break. I mean, these liberals can't have it both ways. They can't invoke McCarthyism because they lost the election and then meanwhile utilize Russia as a means to secede from the Union when it comes to liberal Californians. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And as I stated, folks, Zero Hedge put out an article, 71% of Americans don't believe Russia hacked the elections. It's just ridiculous. Americans aren't that pathetically stupid. I mean, what are Russians? Super hackers, for Christ's sake? I mean, it's just obnoxious to think that Russia hacked the elections and they actually give a crap about Trump. I mean, I don't think they care either way. I think that they realize that the foreign policy that's being implemented on the left is much more hawkish as it pertains to, I would say, a de facto colonialization is what the foreign policy has been for America here for the past 20 years, a de facto colonization. And I think that it's been a horrible foreign policy mistake, and that's why the capitalists have taken state power, and we're not going to make mistakes like that anymore. We're not going to make mistakes like that anymore. If anything, if we're going to create a new world in which everybody lives in civility, the basis of everything, no matter what the political and social construct of a society is, the basis of economics should be capitalism, should be the exchange of goods and services via private means. All right, whether the political system wants to overtax or undertax, they need no regular or very limited regulatory business environment so that individuals can actually generate wealth, even if the political system in some part of the world is somewhat restrictive towards things that America takes for granted, like freedom of speech, like freedom of assembly, like right to bear arms. I mean, what I am advocating, folks, is capitalism as the economic model for the world. And the more capitalists that we have, the better off we will be. And people are going to say, well, what about China, Ghost? China's a capitalist. No, they're not. All right? Because they are not a free market. I mean, I'm talking about allowing private citizens, private people to partake in the marketplace, and that has very little or no regulations. All right? Very little or no regulations. And you see, who owns all the businesses in China? Who owns all the means of production in China? The communist government. And when the government owns the means of production, and when the government are all a bunch of goddamn billionaires, how does that compute into capitalism? It doesn't. It is a government-run monopoly. That's what it is. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, listen, the bottom line is that I'm sick and tired of people that are in this country that want to insist upon a socialist, communist, or quasi-Fabian socialist economic model. It doesn't work. Look at Venezuela, for Christ's sake. Did you hear about Venezuela? The state has told the parents of Venezuelan children to tell them that Santa is not coming for Christmas. I'm not joking around. I'm not kidding. I mean, that's exactly what the state told the parents of Venezuelan children, that Santa isn't coming this year because of their goddamn mismanagement of their economic central plan policy. And that's the consequence of central planning. That's the basis of communism and socialism. Central planning of everything, economics, politics, sociality, everything. It doesn't work. If you want to become a socialist and communist, that means that you relinquish your own individuality to think, to speak, to feel, to experience. You relinquish that and give that to a state which is comprised mostly of a bunch of bureaucrats. That's what communism and socialism is, you morons. You have no individuality. You have no free speech. You have no freedom to think. You have no ability to be able to carve out your own destiny by utilizing your own prowess, creativity, and innovation so that you can use capitalism to build yourself out of whatever current situation that you were born in. You don't have that in communism, folks. In communism and socialism, you relinquish all of your rights as a human being to the bureaucratic state. They're the ones that tell you what to do. They're the ones that tell you who you are. They're the ones that tell you what to think. They're the ones that tell you where to go, how to eat, everything. They want to control you. And that's what capitalism as an economic model prohibits for the most part. Because with economic freedom of capitalism, eventually the social and political structures will go ahead and relinquish any kind of totalitarian hold they may have over a given geopolitical area. Under capitalism, people are going to want to progress beyond whatever totalitarian or authoritarian construct that has been perceived for generations. That's why everybody needs capitalism. Everybody! Everybody needs capitalism. And that's why I say capitalism or death, folks. I'm a capitalist till I die. And let me tell you, what we are witnessing right before our very eyes, is a capitalist revolution. Yes, baby! I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm broadcasting. I'm glad I'm alive. I'm glad I contributed to the capitalist revolution. I'm glad, baby. I'm telling you this right now. I'm going to write a book about this son of a bitch, and it's going to outline what is going to transpire in this next 4 to 5 years, because this is our time now. This is the capitalist revolution. We have taken control of state power, and we're going to run this damn government like a business, like it should, boy. We're going to show these goddamn bureaucrats a thing or two about running things, for Christ's sake, producing things. You understand? Instead of running debts and allowing assholes to fleece the damn tax system. You know what I'm saying, boy? Anyway, folks, let me move on to the next subject matter. Did you all hear, now that Obama's got, almost less than 30 days left in the damn, a little over 30 days left in his tenure as president, he's trying to sign in all kinds, and through executive order, he's trying to sign in all kinds of regulations that are going to affect business, which is going to, $6 billion worth of regulation exactly, so that, it can even hurt business even more. And he's signing this through executive order, and he's doing this, of course, right by Christmas time, so nobody's looking, nobody's reading, nobody's watching. And this just underscores that this man is a complete psychopath and hated this country, and anybody who voted for this man hated this country as well. I mean, this man hates this country. He hates it. There's no other way around it. His actions speak louder than his BS words. He hates this country. He hates Black America. And if you're one of these folks that believes that Obama actually cares about Black America, take a look at the gradual degradation of Black America from 2008 to right now. Take a look at the statistics. Take a look at it all. He doesn't care about anything but his damn self. And anybody who still thinks that this guy's a great president, then there's something wrong with you. I mean, he's got 30 days left. A little over 30 days left in his presidency. What is this guy doing? Signing $6 billion in new regulation to what? Hurt business, to hurt economic development, just like a sick, disgusting, pathetic bureaucrat. I can't wait till this man is no longer president, and he is literally a black mark. No pun intended. He becomes a black mark in American history, because I'm tired of this guy. What a piece of trash. And let me tell you, for you folks that voted this guy in, I hold you responsible to where we are at right now in this country. I hold you pieces of garbage responsible. And you should hold some responsibility for listening to this idiot when he outlined nothing. All he did was hope, change, hope and change, hope and change. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Hope and change. Yes, we can. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, on top of him, Obama signing in $6 billion worth of new regulations to hurt business. He's accelerating his refugee resettlement program. So, folks, meanwhile, we are witnessing, yesterday was a devastating event of the day before yesterday and yesterday, perpetual Islamic terrorism. Zurich. We saw the situation that happened with the Russian ambassador. We saw the situation in Germany. Come on, man. How many more Islamic terrorist acts are we going to have to see before we start calling it what it is? And moreover, what does he do after all these terrorist acts? What does Obama do? He accelerates his refugee resettlement program, folks. He is bringing in more and more wild Yehudis. More and more wild Yehudis into this country so that he can make this country even more unsafe. And let me tell you, this is a plan, folks. If you don't think this is a plan, you're an idiot. We're going to talk about what's happening in Germany right now. But this is a plan, and I've been always saying this was a plan. They bring in the enemy, the bureaucrats, because remember, the Europeans had been living in socialism for a long time, and they thought it was great. In the 90s, they made it seem so romantic and great, and then, oh, yes, all I do is work 4 hours a day, and I got 3-hour lunches, yes. I work 5 days a week, and I have a month off for holiday, yes, and then I retire at 45, and then all I do is collect the money from the government and smoke and drink wine all day, yes.
Hi, I'm a helpful Southern California Honda person, and this holiday season we've been doing random acts of helpfulness, like giving out free Christmas trees, helping out at children's hospitals, and providing warm meals for the less fortunate. And during the Happy Honda Days sales event, we can help you too, with a great deal on an award-winning Honda, like the 2016 CR-V, a 2016 IIHS top safety pick. Click the dealer locator link to find a dealer near you, and go to SoCalHondaDealers.com to suggest a random act of helpfulness for someone you know.
Well, that came to an end real quick, didn't it? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be laughing at you damn Europeans, but with all due respect, I'm not joking. That's literally what happened. They got mesmerized by socialism because they weren't in charge. All they had to worry about was drinking, smoking, screwing. That's basically what the socialists... that's how the bureaucrats bamboozled the civilians. That's how they bamboozled society, is by allowing them to do all this indulgent crap. Meanwhile, once that money came to an end and the economic situation could no longer sustain that level of socialism, what did the Europeans do? They brought in the wild Yehudis. They brought in the wild Yehudis, and what are the wild Yehudis doing? Well, they're not only lowering the cost of labor throughout Europe, okay? On top of that, folks, they are now justifying totalitarian rule in these areas. Because, with all due respect, these individuals, these wild Yehudis, history shows, unfortunately, history shows that these folks, they need to be subservient. They have to be forced to submit. That's what Islam, with all due respect to those that are Muslim, that's what it preaches. It preaches you to submit. You were a servant to, Muhammad, Allah, all this other stuff. So it falls right in line with what the leftists, who basically constructed this whole socialist bureaucratic system both in Europe and in America, that's what they want. They want people that will have no problem falling in line in a totalitarian system. And not to mention, not only have a problem, will help the state subjugate the actual citizens of the country into accepting totalitarianism in the state. That's what this whole wild Yehudi migrant crisis is all about, man. And that's why you have Barack Obama right now taking a dirty diarrhea crap on the American people, signing in not only $6 billion in new regulations to hurt business, more than 30 days left in his damn freaking presidency, but he's accelerating his refugee resettlement program, folks. He wants to bring in as many wild Yehudis as possible so that when they start destabilizing this country, when they start committing the terrorist acts that has become normal now in Europe, that's when this bureaucratic government can justify totalitarian rule, martial law, the works. The suspension of the Constitution. Do you understand that? These bureaucrats, they're bringing in the problem so that they can justify taking away your rights. Wake up, man. Wake up. And it's not as if the Europeans did not accept these migrants with open arms, folks. It's not as if they said, no, we didn't want the migrants to come into the European countries. They just opened their arms and say, come on over here, please. And we'll accept you. And look at them now. They're being dominated by the wild Yehudis, folks. It's very sad. Germany, France, Sweden, all the European Union, they're being subjugated by the wild Yehudis. Unbelievable. And you see, this is America right now. This supposed president that's supposed to be serving our country is trying to do whatever it takes to make us suffer more and more. And that's why I'm saying anybody who still supports Barack Obama, you have got a screw loose and you're anti-American and you enjoy seeing everybody suffer. Because that's exactly what Barack Obama's doing with these actions here, 30 days left in his goddamn presidency. $6 billion in new regulations and accelerating his goddamn refugee resettlement program. Give me a break! That's enough of these wild Yehudis, all right? I mean, seriously, that's a goddamn enough of these wild Yehudis already, man. How many more of these damn terrorist acts are we going to have before we start recognizing we got to calm our asses down and stop bringing in these folks? Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me move on to another topic. This is a very, very interesting topic, folks, because I don't like what Twitter just did here. There's a Newsweek reporter by the name of Kurt Eichenwald, I believe is his name. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I think it's Eichenwald. He's a Newsweek senior writer, okay? So that just let y'all know, Newsweek actually pays this guy as a senior writer. Anyway, he had a horrific exchange with Tucker Carlson. I mean, an exchange that made this guy sound like a pompous asshole that would not answer any questions and was just literally your typical quintessential media establishment asshole that thinks that he has the authority to tell you what to do, but whenever he's asked questions, he has no intention nor should he even answer it. And it was blatantly apparent in the Tucker Carlson interview with Eichenwald that this guy was just a pompous idiot that was trying to make Tucker Carlson look like a moron, when in actuality he made himself look like a moron. Well, as a result of his interview with Tucker Carlson, a lot of folks didn't really take kindly to his ridiculous antics on the show and started interacting with him on Twitter. And for whatever reason, this idiot took the troll bait and decided to start interacting with these trolls, for Christ's sake. And for whatever reason, one of these trolls decided to go ahead and give him one of these weird flashing images, folks, that is pretty hard on the eyes. It's pretty hard on the head. It makes you dizzy to a certain extent. Anyway, in some cases, it makes people cause them to have seizures. Convulses and, seizures. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this is what allegedly happened to Eichenwald in an exchange with these trolls on Twitter. One of the trolls by the name of Jew_Goldberg, that's the Twitter name, he's no longer around, actually tweeted this graphic at this Eichenwald, and apparently Eichenwald went into an epileptic fit, and his wife had to take command of the keyboard and tweeted something to the effect of, "This is his wife. You made him have a seizure. The police have been notified." Anyway, with that being said, folks, all right? Oh, excuse me. It was Jew Goldstein, not Jew Goldberg. I'm sorry. thank you very much, deplorable Alucard, whatever the hell that means. It was Jew_Goldstein that sent Eichenwald the image that made him have an epileptic fit. And his wife took control of the keyboard and tweeted out, "This is his wife. He just had a seizure. The police have been notified." And everybody thought it was a big laugh. Nobody thought anything of it, so on and so forth. Well, lo and behold, Eichenwald files some kind of garbage with Dallas authorities and was able, and I'm sure Newsweek had a lot to do with this, and let me tell you, whatever Eichenwald does with the information obtained with Twitter, not only should Twitter be potentially liable for releasing the information to this nutcase who's now on Twitter trying to claim he's going to dox the people that, made him go into an epileptic fit, but Twitter gave the IP addresses not only to Jew_Goldstein, but all the other people that were basically commiserating with him on Twitter. And he now has the information thanks to Twitter and is now threatening people who he had this Twitter dialogue and Twitter exchange, for Christ's sake. And I think that this is completely inappropriate of Twitter, and I think that people have a serious, serious legal case, in my personal opinion, if Twitter legitimately gave Eichenwald the information of these people, and now what he's doing is threatening to dox them over Twitter, because I thought this was against Twitter's terms of service, because my old Twitter account, Ghost Politics, which I had since 2008 or 9 or some crap, when it was banned because of the same kind of deal, and I guess rightfully so. Unfortunately, I lost 12,000 followers at the time. Anyway, I don't understand why Twitter, first of all, allowed the information of the people that supposedly interacted with this idiot, why they released their IP addresses and information. But moreover, if Newsweek had anything to do with supplying the money necessary to Eichenwald to be able to file some kind of a case in court or something of that capacity, all right? I mean, it's something to that capacity. If Newsweek had something to do with it, they should also be liable. Because this guy's a complete and utter idiot. This guy's not even a journalist, and that's what Tucker Carlson was trying to explain in his interview with Eichenwald, was that he's not even a journalist. He's more like a commentator, and yet Newsweek is employing this guy as a senior writer, as a, quote, journalist. And, the media has the audacity to sit over here and talk about fake news. I'm serious, folks. If you had any kind of exchange with Eichenwald, your IP address could potentially be in this man's possession. I'm not kidding around. And I think that's completely inappropriate by Twitter to do such a thing, even if Eichenwald did file something with some court. All right? I mean, and let me tell you, I would like to know if Kurt Eichenwald actually had money from Newsweek to file whatever it was to obtain the information from Twitter. And now Eichenwald is utilizing this information obtained allegedly from Twitter to, threaten people? I mean, this is a very unprecedented situation that Twitter's doing here, and I think it's disgusting. I think it's utterly disgusting. Look, this idiot had a freaking seizure. Why is it somebody's fault that threw a freaking image at him, right? It's his fault. He's an idiot, all right? He shouldn't be on the internet when you could potentially have flashing images that put you in an epileptic fit, all right? I mean, give me a break. Good God. I'm serious. Twitter should be ashamed of themselves. I'm not kidding around. I mean, how dare Twitter, all right? And, folks, that's why a VPN, a virtual private network, is very important, okay? I mean, let me tell you, if Twitter released anything, all they would release is the IP address of the person, all right? And let me tell you, what this person did, Jew_Goldstein, was not technically illegal. All right? I mean, yeah, it was probably a little inconvenient for Eichenwald, but it wasn't illegal. Eichenwald was commiserating with these people. He could have turned the computer off. He could have been writing a Newsweek story. He could have been doing something productive, for heaven's sake. But this is why a VPN is a very, very intricate part of your internet surfing. Look, I don't really like plugging this, but, I mean, it bears to do so. Let me go ahead and give some Twitter shout-outs to those that retweet right now my pin tweet. And this is a virtual private network that is very easy to use, man. And let me tell you, the bandwidth on this thing is great. It has servers all over the world. And moreover, you can use it on 5 simultaneous devices. It is currently right now the pinned tweet on my Twitter account. If you retweet the pinned tweet right now, I'll give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast. Let's see. We got any Twitter shout-outs here? All right. Well, let's go ahead. Once again, retweet the pinned tweet on my Twitter account. This is why VPNs are very important, folks. All right, now let's go ahead. We got 727 caller. We got Asho in the place. What's going on? Exara Hawks in the house. Zyklon Biff in the place. Artron Havoc. Skeleton Capitalist. We got Windows Indoors. Jacob in the house. What's going on? We got Epic Voice Brony. King Undead in the house. Orange is my color. Let's see who else we got going on here. And the reason I'm telling everybody to retweet this is because it's very important. It's very important to click the link and just download it for free and just see if it's for you. It's as simple as that. And if it's for you, then hook it up. I use it. My wife uses it. I mean, it's in every device. You can put it on your phone. You put it on your PC. Protect not only your IP address, but you can protect yourself on Wi-Fi. You know, people use public Wi-Fi all the time to check their emails, check this, check that. And, you know, you're at the whim of everybody who's on that Wi-Fi network. Your information can be grabbed because it's unsecured. This virtual private network, folks, gives you a secure, encrypted pathway utilizing public Wi-Fi's bandwidth to be able to connect to the server that's your virtual private network server so you can be able to encrypt whatever it is that you're surfing on a public Wi-Fi. And once again, another good part about a VPN is that you can also access blocked content. If you happen to reside in a country where a certain content is blocked, you can go ahead and bypass that by going on a server in another country. This is what a VPN is all about, man. Anyway, I'm only going to take a couple more of these Twitter shout-outs, and I only do this because I want to make sure that everybody understands, man. All right? Anyway, we got Templeton Poop Tickler. Oh, great. Groovy Roach Assassin. All right. We got Cultural Enriched Carpet. Oh, shut up. Give me a break. We got Gabe the 13th. Tech Capitalist. What's going on? What's going on to Johnny Cornbread? How you doing, man? Carpet 117 Ghost 0. Look, I hate those stupid names, man. Stop it, all right? Just stop it. Anyway, we got Remington in the house. What's going on? Brony Drumming. Taco Rocket, whatever the hell that means. Oh, yeah, that's right, the freaking fireworks. All right, shut up. We got Lego Fan 421. I'm not saying that disgusting. You guys are going to get disgusting on this, for Christ's sake. I'm only going to take a couple more. Once again, I just encourage everybody, get yourself a VPN, man, and listen, you know, they get your IP address. They're getting an IP address from the VPN. All right? Anyway, we got Silent Atkins, Poop Tickler Atkins. What the hell is going on with this crap? God, I'm only going to take a couple more because I can already see this is getting into some fruity brony, fruity troll, fruity cyber vermin kind of crap, and I don't want to condone this crap. I'll tell you that right damn now. We got the MySpace Mexican. What's going on to the MySpace Mexican? We got somebody named Lucifer. We got AL the Game Freak. We got Jet Jaguar. What's going on? Once again, retweet the pinned tweet on my Twitter account. We got Tweetly Atkins. We got Large Number 9. Shut up. I know what y'all are doing, for Christ's sake. Eckenwald Little Seizure. Oh. Turds for Carpets. Jesus Christ. You know, you assholes just can't stop. You just can't stop. We got Raiden Snake in the house, Trump and Capitalist. We've got All Feds Are the Enemy. Yeah, no kidding. Sell Templeton's Poop. Oh, Jesus, you sick bag. I knew it, man. On that note, that's enough. That's enough Twitter shout. It's getting sick, for Christ's sake. Once again, why don't you protect yourself while you're online, folks? All right, click the link on my pinned tweet to get yourself a virtual private network, for Christ's sake. All right? I mean, seriously, man, it's the easiest virtual private network you can get. It's very easy to use. Nothing to it. And protect your IP address, protect yourself on public Wi-Fi, and access block content. Anyway, we got Bubba Claus and Jellyfish Capitalists. What's going on, folks? Anyway, let's move on, all right? Let's go ahead. And also, folks, Australia, believe it or not, there is a new website blocking situation happening in Australia that recently took place. If they're having any kind of blocking in your country, this VPN bypasses all that stuff. All right, it's as simple as that. So just... I mean, I use it, folks. I wouldn't recommend something I didn't use. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, let's get back to the broadcast. And the reason I brought this up is because, Twitter allowing Kurt Eckenwald from Newsweek to obtain the IP addresses of those who were trying to communicate with him via Twitter. And because somebody sent him some image that turned him into an epileptic victim, I mean, he had a seizure, for Christ's sake. He filed with some court or something, and Twitter gave him the damn IP addresses to the people that he was talking with. And now he's utilizing that information to try to dox these people. I mean, isn't that against Twitter's terms of service? I'm just saying. I mean, what a bunch of hypocrites Twitter's turning out to be. Jesus Christ. And speaking of social media, let's go into the next subject matter. Did you hear about this kebab YouTuber? Adam Saleh. You know what I'm talking about? This damn Arab YouTuber, at first, all right, everybody was up in arms like, oh, my God, he got kicked off of a Delta airline because he said a couple of words in Arabic. Oh, my God, that's so racist. I can't believe Delta Airlines. I can't believe them. Lo and behold, this goddamn YouTube piece of kebab crap does this on a consistent basis and puts it on YouTube. This guy does this to get views on YouTube. And this is why I hate YouTubers, folks. I'm sorry. I think YouTubers are the biggest waste of life. Why anybody continues to watch these people, I have no goddamn idea. These are shameless, talentless pricks that will do anything for views. And I think it's utterly disgusting. There's no kind of talent backing up any of these YouTubers. And I know that YouTube has tried to have their live stream going on, but let's be honest, all right? A lot of these YouTubers aren't very good in the live stream. You understand? They're not very good in the live stream because they can't continue a conversation. All they can do is just, and I hate that offset editing that they do. When these stupid jerk-offs like James DeFranco and all these other dumbasses, when they talk on the freaking camera, they're like, hi, and then they just abruptly cut, and then they go to him talking again, and I mean, to try to continue to flow the video, because if he was to try to concoct whatever conversation that he's trying to conjure on the video off the top of his head, he wouldn't be able to do so because he's a talentless twat. All those YouTubers, man, I'm sick of them. I hate YouTubers, man. I'm sick of them. I am sick of them. Whatever, Philip DeFranco, whatever the hell his stupid name is, I don't really care. He's a piece of fruity crap, and you can tell him I said that. Philip DeFranco. And you see, another thing about YouTubers, people like Philip DeFranco and freaking Leafy and Keemstar, these idiots are just underscoring what I have been always saying for the past freaking 8 years on this broadcast, that the absolute pussification, the absolute utter pussification of the American male has been implemented, and it's being asserted right before our very eyes. And look, people are tweeting at me saying, hey, Philip DeFranco is on our side. I don't care if he's on our side. I don't like him. I think he's a piece of crap. I think he's a fruit bowl. I think that his little fruit bowl way of coming across literally perpetuates the fruitiness that we need to get out of the American male at this point in time. I'm sorry. This feminine vernacular and this feminine physical attributes, for Christ's sake, we got to get that out of the American male at this point in time. We got to get that out of the American male. And look, William, what's his name? Fruit Bowl DeFranco, Philip DeFranco, whatever his name is, he is a contributing factor to this. Leafy, all those people, man. So, look, I don't really care. I'm tired of Fruit Bowl America. I'm sorry. All right? I'm tired of Fruit Bowl ass America. I'm tired of people.
Hi, I'm Philip DeFranco, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to talk like this, and then try to pre-write some articulate jargon to make myself even more smarter than I actually am, and then talk like some Fruit Bowl like this, and just have some stupid preconceived concept of my perception on what it is, even though I'm some fruity ass bastard. I'm serious. I'm tired. I don't like any YouTubers, man. I'm telling you, I don't like them. I don't like YouTubers in general. They're all a bunch of self-important, self-absorbed assholes in bad lighting. None of them have any kind of talent whatsoever. I can't think of one that has any kind of talent. I can't think of one. I'm sorry. YouTube has outstayed its welcome. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of YouTube, man. I'm serious. I'm tired of YouTube stars. I'm tired of these people. These people are meaningless freaking pieces of trash. And you can tell all those YouTubers I said that, man. I'm not joking around. They are pieces of garbage. Talentless twats. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, look, I'm sorry for going off keister. I'm talking about this YouTuber, Adam Salah, who got kicked off a flight for talking like a terrorist. And, of course, everybody's first reaction on social media was like, oh, my God, they kicked you off for talking like an Arab? Oh, my God. Meanwhile, that's what this idiot – and look, he's trending right now. Look at him. He's trending right now on Twitter, this son of a bitch. As I'm talking, he's trending. Look at him. YouTube star. Is this one of freaking Fousey Tube's friends? Is that who this guy is? Is this one of Fousey Tube's friends? That stupid dumb kebab? Oh, my God, man. I'm telling you, I cannot stand these YouTubers. I'm not joking, man. I'm not joking. I'm sick of them, man. I'm sick of them. And somebody's asking me about Stefan Molyneux. I like Stefan Molyneux, but, he's a little excessive. He's a little boring, with all due respect, Stefan. He's a little bit boring. He bore the balls off of me every now and then. And not to mention, I don't really like people that are like, hey, why don't you donate to me over here? Hey, donate. I mean, sell a freaking product, man. Sell a freaking product. I mean, but I like Stefan Molyneux. I mean, he's an intellectual, okay? I'll give him that, but he's a little boring. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? A little boring. Anyway, folks, let me move on. I don't want to talk about YouTubers. I'm just saying, this Adam Salah, this YouTube star, probably, it's that idiot from FouseyTube, right? Jesus Christ. You know what? Keemstar is reporting on Adam Salah for faking. You know what? Who cares? I hate Keemstar, man. Whoever watches that guy, you got some problems, man. You got some freaking problems. Oh, Mark Dice. What are you talking about, River Phoenix? Oops, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, listen. I don't like YouTubers. None of them have any kind of talent, all right? I mean, the only reason I go to YouTube is to, watch some of the content that I don't see on cable TV because I don't have cable anymore. That's about it. I hate YouTubers. I'm serious. I can't stand them. They make me sick. I don't like them. I don't like any of them. I don't like any of them. I mean, they think they're so great. They think they're so self-important, and they're not. I mean, and not to mention, listen, I would respect some cool dude. I mean, is there a cool dude out there that's like, that's not Dan Bilzerian? Because Dan Bilzerian, let's be honest, the only reason he's rich is because his daddy was involved with Mike Milken in the 1980s with the junk bond situation. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But anyway, but somebody like a Dan Bilzerian that didn't have daddy, give him a whole bunch of money, embezzling a bunch of garbage through junk bonds. I mean, is there some cool guy out there? I mean, I would watch a YouTuber that's a cool guy, all right? There was a cool guy out there that was like, going out. He's got the broads on him. You know what I'm saying? He's a drinker. You know what I want to see? I'll tell you what I want to see.
I want to see somebody who's living the Pantera home video part 3. All right? That's what I want to see. All right? You get a YouTuber that lives that life right there. I'll be watching that YouTuber. I'll be watching that guy. If somebody's living the life of the Pantera home video part 3, I mean, then I'll be watching that all day. All right? I'll be watching that all day. And people are talking about Sam Hyde. Look, I've looked up Sam Hyde. What the hell is that about? Can somebody explain that to me? You know what I mean? I mean, with all due respect to Sam Hyde, I'm he's doing, I don't know, whatever humor or whatever. Can somebody explain to me? People are actually watching this. I mean, all you got to do is just go on YouTube and act like a complete and utter idiot, and put it online, and you got a following. Is this? I mean, seriously? I mean, what is that? I mean, he's got a couple of channels, but I mean, I don't get it. Can somebody explain to me the lore of this guy? I mean, no offense, Sam Hyde. I don't get it, man. I don't get his comedy. I don't get his videos. I don't get it. What's the lore to this guy? I mean, I don't get it. Can somebody explain that to me? I saw one video where the guy is just going around listening to some freaking get-rich-quick scheme over his computer while he's flipping out and getting on the floor, rubbing his Johnson. Throwing pills on the floor. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm sorry. But obviously, you don't really have to have talent anymore, do you? I mean, you just have to, literally hump a dead moose or something, or fart on a snare drum, or do something ridiculous, and before you know it, you're some popular, badass or something. I have no idea. And look, I'm glad somebody, understands what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Pantera home video part 3. I want somebody to live like that. If there's somebody that lives like that, I'm all day. You understand? I'm all day watching their freaking, I'm watching their channel. I'm watching their channel. Ray William Johnson, are you kidding me? Is that guy still even around, for Christ's sake? Once again, another fruiter, in my opinion. Hi, I'm Ray William Johnson. We're gonna talk about this video here, because I'm a self-important twat. All right, folks, look, I'm wasting time on this. My apologies. Once again, this stupid, dumb kebab, Adam Salah, who does this on a consistent basis, got kicked off a Delta flight for talking like a terrorist, and then he tried to make a big deal about it, like, oh, I'm being kicked off. I'm being kicked off because I'm an Arab. I'm a bearded man. I'm a bearded man. People are asking me about Steven Crowder. Look, I like Steven Crowder when he does bits. I think he's a good bit guy. As far as a talk show host, he's just, once again, too fruity for me, man. I don't like dudes that are talking to me as if they're wanting to screw me. I'm sorry. I don't like feminine-sounding males when I'm trying to, look to a male for any kind of political insight, any kind of news, or anything of that capacity. And with all due respect to Sam Crowder, which I'm glad he's doing what he's doing. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's one of us. I just don't like him because he just sounds fruity, man. I'm sorry. I don't like fruity-sounding bricks. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't like it. Hi, I'm Crowder. I mean, grow some goddamn bass in your voice, for heaven's sake, man. Anyway, that's about enough. All right, I don't want to give any more insight about what I think about Jute. You see, you're making me sad. I almost said YouTube because of you people. Look, I'm serious. Like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. You're already starting to piss me off, and I'm going to start saying things that I really don't mean. And I just don't like YouTubers. I'm sorry. And listen, I'm sorry. It was a Freudian slip. I didn't mean to say YouTube. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Where the hell was I, engineer? Oh, that's right. Adam Salah kicked off a Delta flight for talking like a terrorist. And listen, he's known for this. Everybody knows it. He's just trying to get freaking views on his YouTube account. YouTube account. So anyway, let me move on, all right? Let's talk about the chaos in Germany after the Berlin Christmas attacks, folks. Now, all of a sudden, Angela Merkel it's a war now. She's declaring war. And who is she declaring war against? She's declaring those that she brought into her country. She's declaring war on them. And what is that going to justify? Martial law. That's right, folks. What did I tell you was going to happen? That's exactly what the whole plan was for these socialist bureaucrats, was to bring in the problem, okay? All right? Bring in the problem and then become the solution by saying that we need totalitarian rule. That's all there is to it. All right? Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, let me move on, for Christ's sake. I'm just saying, man. I mean, I've been saying that they were going to implement martial law because of the wild Yehudis that they brought into Europe. I've been saying that ever since I came back in March. I've been saying it. Look at it now. You got Angela Merkel. She's out here saying that it's a war about the Yehudis that she brought into the country, the Yehudis she brought into Germany that are destroying the culture of Germany, that are destroying the people of Germany, that are raping the women of Germany. She's now claiming that she wants to go to war with them. She wants to go to war with them. That means she's going to implement martial law on Germany, folks. Do you understand me? She's going to implement martial law on Germany. Mark my words, and by God, Germany, you cannot. And I repeat, you cannot allow any kind of goddamn martial law happening in Germany because it's not your fault. Why in the hell should the German people be punished because the damn totalitarian socialist government brought in the wild Yehudis that are causing the problem? I'm serious. Jesus Christ, man. And somebody's asking me about Styx Hexenhammer 666. That guy's actually pretty cool. You know, I actually like that guy. You know, Styx Hexenhammer 666 used to be a listener. Now he's got his own YouTube account. And listen, he approaches a lot of things from a very intellectual standpoint, so I kind of appreciate his commentaries. And not to mention, he made a video about us. So anyway, I appreciate that guy. I appreciate Styx, all right?
Danny, I just figured out that if I switch to Metro PCS, I get 2 Samsung Galaxy phones free.
Cool, Dad.
And I could be a super dad with 2 free Samsung Galaxy phones and call myself Double Galaxy Man.
Or you could give the second phone to your sidekick.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
That's right. 2 free Samsung Galaxy On5 smartphones are all yours when you switch to Metro PCS. Metro PCS. Wireless figured out. Coverage not available in some areas. Sales tax not included in phone price. Excludes numbers on the T-Mobile network. See store for details and terms and conditions.
Anyway, let's move on, folks. But I can feel something happening in Germany. They already have protesters in front of Angela Merkel's office. I mean, it's chaos in Germany, folks, to say the least. Anyway, we are now in the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get into anything else, I would like to remind everybody to please bookmark or add to your favorites blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show. And you can download every episode that yours truly has ever broadcasted there for free. That's right, folks. So you got plenty of time this holiday season. You got a little bit of time. Go ahead and listen to some old classic True Capitalist Radio. blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And if you have not done so, folks, please follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow. All right, now, without any further ado, let me go ahead and get through these last couple of freaking subject matters, and we'll go ahead and get to Radio Graffiti. Once again, chaos in Germany after the Berlin Christmas attacks. I can't believe that Merkel can sit here and try to utilize these horrific attacks that happened in the Christmas market out there in Berlin as a means to implement martial law. Germany cannot allow this to happen. Once again, you cannot allow this to happen. Please stop it. Please stop it, Germany. Anyway, the Kremlin says that the U.S.-Russia ties are now frozen, and I think that that's rather eerie considering you had the assassination of the Russian ambassador to Turkey and a foreign minister, a person that worked for the foreign ministry in Russia, shot dead in Moscow. Very, very unbelievable situation that's happened to Russia here in the past couple of days. I personally believe that there's an element of collusion going on. We've had a couple of people within the Capitalist Army research team trying to find out a little bit more about the person that was found dead, shot in Moscow, this foreign minister individual. Not much on him. It seems as if he did work the Latin America component of the Foreign Ministry Department. So we really don't know anything. And as I stated, we need to look into the backgrounds of the Russian-Turkish ambassador, the Turkish ambassador, or excuse me, the Russian ambassador to Turkey. We need to look into this guy, and we need to look into the guy from the Foreign Ministry Department that was found dead in Moscow. If they had any kind of discontent, any kind of beef with Vladimir Putin, because as I stated, Vladimir Putin, he's notorious for killing people that are literally in any kind of dissent of what he is trying to do. And I think that this could be a perfect opportunity because, as I stated, Vladimir Putin is an expert at coups and throwing fake coups and throwing false flags. I mean, that's what his expertise was in the KGB. I mean, that's why I keep telling you folks, he was a KGB, hardcore KGB. I mean, he killed for communism. This man killed for communism. And in my personal opinion, he could utilize the assassination of the ambassador to the Russian ambassador to Turkey. He could have utilized this to justify a nuclear confrontation situation with the West so that a worldwide global totalitarianism can be implemented. And I think that's the end goal of the bureaucratic globalists, is to legitimately put everybody in every continent under martial totalitarian rule that is centrally ran by the bureaucracy of the United Nations and have the protected monopoly of those corporations that basically funded the United Nations. I mean, that's what this is all about. Anyway, let me continue going, folks. I personally believe that, and listen, I just hope nothing happens. I hope that there's not some kind of a nuclear war. I mean, anything can happen from now until January 20th, folks. I mean, you've already got Merkel talking about martial law or hinting towards martial law relating to her country. You've already got France in a somewhat martial law situation. I mean, you understand, they're trying to put the whole world into martial law, and you got to be cognizant of it. You've got to understand it, and you've got to tell everybody about it. Because, by God, as I stated, what we need to understand is that freedom is not given, it's taken. And that's what we're doing as capitalists. We're taking our freedom. We're taking control of the state. And let me tell you, we cannot allow the CIA, we cannot allow the bureaucratic system of government, we can't allow any of these people to try to stop what is inevitable. And what is inevitable is that Donald Trump is our next president of the United States of America. We cannot allow them to stop this from happening. This is our time. This is the capitalist revolution now. This is our time. And by God, we are not going to be stopped. We are not going to be stopped. Anyway, folks, I'm going to go off on this last subject matter. And listen, I wanted to go off on it on Monday. Unfortunately, we had the incident with Templeton taking a turd on the damn white carpet. Yesterday, we had to miss a broadcast because I had some freaking people come in here and clean the son of a bitch. Anyway, I definitely want to talk a little bit about Christmas sweater parties. Now, first of all, where the hell did this come from, man? This ugly Christmas sweater crap. Can somebody explain this to me? And why is this happening? Why is this even a concept, for Christ's sake? I mean, this is a fairly new phenomenon. All right, this is just getting obnoxious at this point. This ugly sweater crap. Seriously, it's stupid, it's pathetic, it's attention whoring, it's juvenile, it's immature, it's stupid. And the reason I say this, folks, is because, look, I was patronizing an alcoholic beverage establishment out here in San Antonio, Texas, all right? And as I was sitting there at the bar, in comes literally a party bus of a bunch of hard legs that are literally wearing ugly sweaters. It was like an ugly sweater party bus party of nothing but a bunch of drunkard hard legs, okay? And let me tell you, these idiots went extensive with their dumbass ugly sweater crap. One guy had a legitimate suit made, a legitimate two-piece suit with a freaking tie on it that was literally simulating an ugly sweater. I'm not kidding. All right? And these guys come in here, and there's like about freaking 20 of them, for Christ's sake, drunk as a skunk, for Christ's sake, and they fruit up the whole goddamn bar with their stupid, ugly sweater crap. Now, I am tired of this ugly sweater garbage. Can we please start harassing these people and just literally, somebody's asking me, what are hard legs? Guys, all right, that's what it means. Nothing but a bunch of men, no women, all right? And that's another ironic aspect to this group of freaking ugly sweater assholes that marched into the bar, for Christ's sake. They had no women. Now, why would you think that is? Because women don't want to hang around a bunch of freaking borderline queers, with all due respect, because, oh, look, we're having an ugly sweater party, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. And somebody's enlightened me that the ugly sweater thing is based upon the old joke about grandmas giving you ugly Christmas sweaters. Well, you know what? That's stupid even more, all right? That's freaking dumb. I'm tired of this ugly sweater crap, man. Literally, it's stupid. And can we just get to the crux of the matter that Christmas is a big fat lie? I mean, can't we just get back to Christmas being like we give gifts to each other. Hey, I feel like giving a gift to you. Merry Christmas. Here you go. Instead of fooling our children into believing a giant bearded fat man comes in from the freaking ceiling in a freaking chimney with a freaking sack on his back giving presents to good little boys and girls. Can we stop this lie already? I'm tired of this. Do you understand that this Santa Claus lie that we tell our children, all right, it is conditioning them to accept lies on a mass scale and to protect lies even though they know it's a lie. I mean, do you understand that? That's what Santa Claus is all about. It is conditioning our children to accept lies, and then when they find out it was a lie, you're conditioning them to perpetuate the lie even though they knowingly know it's a lie. I mean, what's wrong with that picture? Can somebody explain that? I mean, there's something majorly wrong with that, isn't there? I mean, it's a lie. I mean, can we get over the Santa Claus crap? I'm serious. I mean, I think it's doing way more harm to our children than good. I had a feller that I knew that used to go as far as pretending that freaking Santa Claus wrote his kids a letter. You know what I mean? And then, we spent all night, making your toys, and you've been a good boy and girl, and all this crap. I mean, when he broke the news that there was no Santa Claus, these kids were broken up for about 2 weeks. All right? And you see, what happened? They got over it, supposedly, and then they realized how to be great liars, And these kids of his ended up becoming degenerate, lying pieces of scumbag trash that even double-crossed his ass, even after all the good Christmases and all the good crap he gave his stupid brat kids. They didn't even like him anymore, for Christ's sake. So I'm tired of this perpetual lie that we keep giving our children, for Christ's sake. Enough of the Santa crap, all right? Enough. I mean, it conditions our children to accept lies at a young age. And these are the most vulnerable years of their lives. The formative years of their lives is literally from ages 0 to 7. 8. I mean, that's why they're like sponges. That's why if they're properly educated in elementary school, they should be able to read, write, at least add and subtract. All right? I mean, seriously, for Christ's sake, man. I'm just tired of lying to these kids, man. I'm just tired of it. And, I'm all about Christmas. I'm all about the Christmas spirit. I'm not trying to be Scrooge this year. When I gave out the Christmas cards. As a matter of fact, people are actually starting to get the Christmas cards that we gave out this week. So and if you have not had them, if they haven't arrived yet, they should arrive here soon. And if you're out of the country, if you're out of the United States, it might take a little while longer. So my apologies on that to my international brethren out there. But that put me in the Christmas spirit, folks. It put me in the Christmas spirit. And as a result, folks, I understand, like, hey, I want to give a gift. I want to give this to you. I appreciate what you've done this year. Here, Merry Christmas. Whether the person believes in Christmas or not, it's a salutation. It's a friendly gesture, all right? It's only social justice warriors and kebabs and, uptight Jewish people that are going to be like, oh, my God, I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas. Oh, my God. I mean, let's get past that. I'm going to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas, all right? And when I mean Merry Christmas, I'm talking about the kind of Christmas in which we value and cherish those that are close to us, whether that be family, whether that be friends, those that were very near and dear to us, important to us in this particular year. You reward them with a little small token of your appreciation, a thought of what they have meant to you throughout that particular year. I am all for that, believe me. But we shouldn't throw some preconceived notion that some fat man that came out from the freaking chimney came out and had a big sack on, had a big freaking sack on his back and gave freaking little boys and girls freaking toys, for Christ's sake, man. I'm not joking. I think that we need to stop that. And then the elf on the shelf, too. Oh, my God. On top of you conditioning your kids to be freaking unadulterated liars, now you're conditioning your kids to accept the big brother government. You ungrateful idiot pricks. When I hear these dumbass parents that are, I'm an elf parent, and it's the elf on the shelf, and he's looking at everybody, and he's making sure that you're naughty or nice. So if I'm not here, that elf is right there, and he's going to tell me, he's going to tell Santa, and you're not going to get crap. So you better be on your best behavior. You better not do anything, because there's the elf. He's there on the shelf, and he's going to tell on you, and he's going to tell Santa. I mean, give me a break, man. Do you understand what Christmas is at this point in time? It's a conditioning process for the children. It's a conditioning process so they can accept totalitarianism, so they can accept lies, deception, deceit. They can accept this crap. Let's stop it. Let's stop doing this, man, and let's tell them the truth. The truth! I'm telling you this right now. We need to start telling our children the truth and stop letting them understand that all this hoopla around Santa Claus is somewhat reality. It is not. And that the elf on the shelf is watching every goddamn thing they do, because it's not. You are doing nothing but big brother government's work for them. And if you think that you're being a good parent because of it, you've got another thing coming, folks. You've got another goddamn thing coming. So let's stop lying to our children, first and foremost. This whole big fat lie of Santa Claus and some big fat man coming down the chimney with a sack, and he's going to give you presents out of his sack. All right, let's just eliminate that crap. This elf on the shelf crap also got to stop, perpetuating the big brother government idea. And secondly, let's stop with this ugly sweater crap, please, man. All right? I'm not joking. Can you please just take your ugly sweaters and shove them up your ass? All right? I don't care. I really don't care. I really don't care about these stupid, ugly sweaters. And they're not cute, folks. It's juvenile, it's immature, and it's stupid. All right? And if you attended one of these ugly sweater parties, you're like, oh, my God, he's talking about me. Yeah, well, there's something wrong with you, okay? All right? I mean, if you couldn't find yourself a regular office party or a regular party that, you don't have to act like an obnoxious jerk-off to bring more attention on yourself, well, then you're an idiot, all right? So I'm just saying, you're an absolute moron. I mean, minus a Santa hat just for the aesthetics, all right? Because, look, when you have a Santa hat on, I mean, it's a joke, it's a joke. All right? Everybody knows it's a joke. They're not going to think you're really Santa, all right? But when you put these ugly sweaters on, you're just trying to say, oh, look at me. I want attention. Look at me. God damn, this freaking dumb country's about attention whoring. I'm tired of people attention whoring, man. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the attention whores of America. I'm tired of the attention whores of America. Good God, man, we gotta end this attention whoring. I'm not joking around. It's gone to unbelievable levels at this point. We got to stop it. We just got to nip it in the bud, and we got to stop it now. Jesus Christ. Where's my drink, for Christ's sake? Give me my drink. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about Radio Graffiti. That's right, folks. Radio Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you've got to do is give me a call right now at 563-999-3791. That number again is 563-999-3791. And when I call on your area code, you got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this Radio Graffiti. All right. Do we have any Radio Graffiti calls by any chance, engineer? All right. And by the way, folks, once again, I am really looking forward to the Christmas Eve broadcast that we're going to have here on Saturday evening. I'm looking forward to the New Year's Eve broadcast, the Ghosties. Let me tell you something, folks. The best is yet to come. You know what I'm saying? The best is yet to come. We've only just begun, to live, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I hope you're goddamn excited. I hope you're hyped. I hope that you're goddamn hyped because I'm hyped. Oh, man. Anyway, without any further ado, folks, let's go ahead and get to Radio Graffiti right now. All right, folks, and let me tell you, I don't want to hear anything about Templeton or, the shit stain. I don't want to hear anything about that. If I do, I'm out of here. All right, I'm serious. I'll end this broadcast faster than you could say, all right, so I'm not joking around. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. Anonymous, Radio Graffiti. We got Disco Waffle, Radio Graffiti. What the hell is that?
Oh, my glob. I knew you liked me.
What? Wait, whoa!
Just admit it, lover boy. You can't resist me.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, if you want these lumps, you gotta put a ring on it. Where's my ring?
No! Get away!
Get in touch with your feelings, babe.
Oh, my God. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you're fruit knob. You fruity bastards. Anonymous, Radio Graffiti.
The notorious Dr. Claw has infiltrated the North Pole.
Ho, ho, ho. I'm going to stuff so much coal up your stocking gadget that you'll be shitting tar for a month.
Wowzers!
Oh, Jesus. Are you kidding me? Freaking go gadget up your clogged up poop chute, for Christ's sake. Anonymous, Radio Graffiti.
Ghost was frustrated that his dog gave birth to chunks of Herman Cain all over his carpet and decided that enough was enough. However, before he could call Stanley Steamer, his dog chewed through some wiring, causing 15 minutes of dead air, and began to produce more Black History Month material onto a pile of Ghost's beloved Toho hentai comic books. Ghost rushed to save his fat material, and the best plan his low IQ having Texan intellect came up with was to plug Templeton's shit funnel with his 3-inch penis. It felt wonderful. However, this did not stop the flow of Johnny Walker Brown harvest from spurting out onto Ghost's crotch, and the Nigger Noose Nuggets began
you know what? This sick twisted. Get this idiot. Get him out. I mean, you know, you guys are getting sick, twisted. I mean, I can't even put it into words how far down the disgusting, perverted, 2 girls, 1 cup hole that you idiots are going down. I'm telling you this right now. You guys are sick. You guys are freaking sick. Give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic. Goddamn mic, you son of a bitch. I can see where this is going, man. This is already turning into a Fruit Bowl Wednesday, man. A Fruit Bowl goddamn Wednesday. Good God. 502 Radio Graffiti.
Hello, Ghost. My name is Sunburst, and I wanted to congratulate you on winning a free trip to the Crystal Empire. But be careful. It can get pretty cold there, so be sure to keep those hooves warm.
Shut up, you stupid brony bastard. All right, shut up. 443 Radio Graffiti.
Brony Drumming and Super Smash Radio Graffiti. You kidding me? I'm going to have to pay $117.
Well, that's $117 down the toilet.
You know, that's not funny, man. And listen, I don't want to... Listen, I spent a lot more than $117, all right? I don't want to be reminded of that again. I don't want to be reminded of that again. I'm warning you. I'm serious. I'll end this broadcast. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be reminded about it. I don't want anybody to discuss it. I literally spent money on crap. Literally spent money on crap. Jesus Christ. 919 Radio Graffiti.
You've been listening to True Racist Radio. The thoughts, views, hate, speeches, lynch mops, and oozes from the host of the show are absolutely his. Catch more live racist facts Monday through Friday.
Shut up, you stupid moron. Just shut your hole. 714 Radio Graffiti.
Oh, shit. This is me?
Yeah, it's you.
Hey, I just wanted to say I think you're completely right about the off-on-the-shelf stuff, and I think the timing on it is really coincidental. It came at the same time as all those leaked programs about the NSA that were coming out. I think it's just really interesting timing right there on that stuff.
Hey, man, thank you very much for chiming in on it. I think you're absolutely right. I don't like the elf in the shelf. It's conditioning our children into accepting Big Brother government. I mean, haven't you seen these kids? They're now wearing shirts that say obey on them. Like it's freaking They Live. You know, the Roddy Piper movie, They Live? They're wearing it. Obey. Stupid buttheads, for Christ's sake. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Hi, welcome to Life is Clean. I'm Tracy, and for this video, we're going to be talking about removing pet stains, specifically pet feces, poop, whatever you'd like to call it. Now, I know these stains are not ones that we particularly like to clean, but we have a really quick and easy way for you to clean those stains and move on.
Shut the frick. Shut up! Shut up! Why don't you all just shut up? Seriously, man, why don't you just shut up? Jesus Christ with you people, man. Look, I don't want to talk about this, please. I don't want to talk about it.
Some things just make you feel comfortable, like shopping at Vons. From the butcher block to the bakery and everywhere in between, Vons is fresher, with more organic products, more smiles, and low prices on the brands you trust. For a delicious dinner, shop with your club card and get USDA Choice Beef Tri-Tip Roast, untrimmed boneless, for just $3.99 a pound. And for a crisp, sweet snack, pick up large Envy apples for only $1.49 a pound with your club card. Vons. Fact is, it's just better.
Danny, I just figured out that if I switch to Metro PCS, I get 2 Samsung Galaxy phones free.
Cool, Dad.
And I could be a super dad with 2 free Samsung Galaxy phones and call myself Double Galaxy Man.
Or you could give the second phone to your sidekick.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
That's right. 2 free Samsung Galaxy On5 smartphones are all yours when you switch to Metro PCS. Metro PCS. Wireless figured out. Coverage not available in some areas. Sales tax not included in phone price. Excludes numbers on the T-Mobile network. See store for details and terms and conditions.
Give me the mic. Freaking goddamn mic, man. Look, I'm not joking around with you people, man. I will end this broadcast. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't like spending money on crap. Literally, I mean, I spent money on crap, man. But, you know, you people probably spend money on crap every day. That's probably your everyday life. That's why you're trying to say, hey, it's okay, Ghost. I don't matter. You know. Jesus Christ. 339 Radio Graffiti.
Oh, hey, Ghost. Just wanted to say that I'm a big fan of you and wish you a Merry Christmas, even though you're not a big fan of it.
Well, hey, look, hey, Merry Christmas. I'm a big fan of Christmas. I'm just not a fan of Santa Claus. I'm not a fan of the freaking ugly Christmas sweater. I'm not a fan of freaking Elf on the Shelf. I'm not, it's just crap. I mean, can't we just, you know, use Christmas as a salutation and appreciate those that you appreciated throughout the year and give them a little something, whether that's a gift, whether that's whatever. Okay, I get that. Stop indoctrinating our children into accepting the big brother government, all right? Elf on the Shelf. Jesus Christ, man. And then indoctrinating our children to lie and accept lies and to perpetuate lies with Santa Claus. Give me a break. How about 973 Radio Graffiti? No, let's not talk about Caroline. I'm going to have to see that. Look, I'm going to have to see her. I better not speak too loud. I want my wife to. I'm going to have to see her and her goddamn fruitcake this year, and I'm not really looking forward to it. I can tell you that right goddamn now. Jesus Christ. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
We're number one. We're number one.
Oh, gee, you know, I can't let that go on. I'm not going to let you ruin a song like that. Give me a break. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Yo, Ghost, I was wondering if I could have a little bit of time with your wife, you know, just turn her into the new mush mouth, you know what I'm saying? Hey.
Yeah, here's this asshole, for Christ's sake. Shut up, all right? Shut your stupid, dumb freaking... It's a wonderful world. Whatever the hell you're trying to do there, boy. 831 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I don't know if you heard about this, but the App Store, Apple, is actually not allowed Gab to have its own app because of pornographic material, which is ridiculous thinking of how much dick pics are on Twitter. Do you hear about that?
Yeah, no, you know what? I did hear about that. And, look, that's just another way of the oligarchs of technology are trying to prevent others from trying to get into the game. You know, I mean, you got these bigwigs trying to prevent others from getting off the ground and competing in the marketplace, and that's one way to do it. And let me tell you, I don't understand why anybody still buys anything Apple-related anyway. How long has Steve Jobs been dead? All right, Tim Cook sucks! Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Freaking Helen Keller death mutes. I've been waiting for these ass clacks. We got 818 Radio Graffiti.
It's okay to be gay. We are different in many ways. It doesn't matter if you're a boy, girl, or somewhere in between. We all are part of one big family.
I don't know what the hell that ukulele song is about, but great. You sound so happy. Good God. I don't even know why I do this anymore. 267 Radio Graffiti.
Hello, Ghost. It's Eeyore again. Did you drink that bleach I told you to? I hear it works wonders for washing away other shit stains who let their dogs shit on their carpet.
Yeah, come on, buddy boy. It's just a hop, skip, and bounce to a better world without you. GTFN.
What the hell was that about, for Christ's sake? All right, what, you break out of character, for Christ's sake? What are you, schizophrenic there, boy? What the hell was that about? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Here's Doggy Doo.
You feed him, roll the dice, and pump his lead. 1, 2. If doggy does on your turn, scoop that poop. Whoever scoops the most wins. Doggy do from Ideal.
Are you kidding? That was actually a freaking game? You goddamn, only in Europe, all right? Only in freaking Europe, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Introducing, for real friends, Pax My Poopin' Pup from Hasbro. This playful pup allows kids all the fun and excitement of caring for a puppy without the real-life mess. First, let's have a snack. Feed Pax his treats, one at a time, and listen to him make munching sounds. Then take him for a walk. When it's time for Pax to do his doggy business, hold the leash back. And Pax poops. Cleanup time. Use the included cleanup bag and you're ready to walk.
Get this guy! Get up! Get up! Oh, my God. These are actual products? Are you kidding me? I mean, these were actual products geared towards children? I mean, what kind of sick crap? I mean, good God, man. Good God. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, what are you going to say? I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Give me the mic. Freaking goddamn mic. Jesus Christ! Look, let's get a friendly face going on here. Hey, how about Distilling Capitalist? What's going on, Radio Graffiti?
Hey, bud, how are you?
How you doing, man?
Man, pretty good. I just wanted to talk, if I can, briefly about the new internet blocking in the country of Australia, mate.
Go right ahead. I was, kind of loosely getting to it, but give us a little bit of 411 on what exactly is going on in Australia as it pertains to internet censorship.
Okay, well, the Supreme Court has reached a decision, whereas the ISPs have to instigate blocking of certain websites that allow access to illegal material. What they've done is they've implemented a DNS block, so it's very, very easy to get around. If you point your DNS at Google, they have well-known publicly available servers, you can actually get around it. Or alternatively, you can do what we've always suggested and grab a VPN.
So, man, I mean, it's legit. I mean, the country of Australia is going to prohibit certain websites from being viewed in the country then.
That is correct. I think it may be a precursor to something more sinister. I think they're probably going to try blocking a lot more stuff because this was previously unprecedented. They've been trying for years, but they've never actually been able to get it through. So by going to the Supreme Court, they've actually bypassed Parliament, and they've done it that way.
Unreal, man. Unreal. Hey, thank you very much, then, Distilling, for giving us the 411 on, once again, internet freedom being trampled by the state itself. We got to stop this, man. It doesn't matter what country you're in. You got to prevent this from happening. That's why you got to get political. And once you get political, you got to be a capitalist while you're getting political, man. I mean, you have to partake in the chain of events to manifest what you want to happen. I mean, that's exactly what happened here in America. It took a long time for the capitalists to take control of state power in this country. Now that we have it, we're going to show the world what capitalism is all about. I can guarantee you, boy. I could guarantee it. I think we got Raiden Snake. What's going on, Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost. Good evening to you. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, Raiden Snake? How you doing, man?
I'm all right. To reiterate what Distilling was saying initially, obviously, put it simple, the UK over here has already been implementing that kind of stuff for years. I think it's like the last 10. For example, you can't even go on like some music websites; they're blocking them. Things like that.
Wow, really? So, out there in the UK, they're already blocking content as it pertains to certain copyrighted music, certain copyrighted material. Is that the context, or are they extending it to what is deemed, not tasteful or illegal material, or whatever the case might be?
Yeah, well, YouTube's a prime example. They're blocking a lot of content, obviously within the UK or within most of Europe, because for example, there's like some music videos that I want to or like any just general videos I want to look at. I can't even access them because it says sorry, it's been blocked in your country.
Oh my God!
I'm like, what?
It's unbelievable, man. So what do you think is going to happen? Is this incrementally happening all over the world? I mean, are we going to finally see a regulated internet? Not necessarily by the United Nations like everybody was claiming, but now the nation states in general are clamping down on internet freedom. Is this a precedent that we're just going to accept as internet citizens?
Well, obviously, it's going to happen anyway. I mean, you think about the number of countries that have enforced already. Some parts of the United States, obviously China, for example, and other countries. You know, and I mean, it's like, we're no exception, obviously.
Unreal, man. Unreal. Anyway, thank you very much, Raiden Snake. I love your insight, of course. Thank you, Distilling. Man, we need to stop this internet censorship. That's why we got to get political, folks. That's why I do this broadcast. It doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. It's time for you to get political. It's time for you to become a capitalist. All right, we're going to continue with Radio Graffiti. Once again, you want to call in and take part, 563-999-3791 is the number to call here. We got packed phone lines here, folks, so we're going to try to continue with Radio Graffiti and try to get as many callers as we possibly can as quick as possible. So let's get to it. Let's get back to it right now. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Hey, yo, fuck this shit. I prayed to God, but he forgot this shit. Woke up and I was like, I can't believe it. Fell A got no wings, I'm penis. Penises are awesome. Penises are cool. Drop penis on the wall. Drop penises at school. Drop penis on the wall.
Are those kid rappers? Are you kidding me? I mean, they sound like they're 5 years old and they're rapping? Man, what? Jesus Christ, man. Are we in Gomorrah? What the hell's going on here, all right? Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Ghost tried to yank his dog off him like yanking his ham-bone wife away from an all-you-can-eat buffet, but failed to make Templeton budge as the canine man cunt was gripped tighter around Ghost than a coked-up 10-year-old on Tony Podesta.
No, you know what? Shut this sick crap and shut it up! Good God, man, you guys are getting sicker here. I'm telling you, I'll end the show early, man. I'm not messing around. 727 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, what's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing, man? How you been?
I'm doing pretty good. I got a quick question for you.
All right, what's going on?
Would you say it's a good idea to use chemicals to kind of extract some gold from computer parts?
Well, you know, it depends. There's a lot of people already doing that. But, you know, if you can get, you know, some old RAM, you can get, you know, old boards and sort of thing. I mean, it's kind of worth it, but the amount of labor and the amount of risk that you have, you know, exposed to such chemicals, I don't think it's worth it unless by some chance you have a computer scrapyard that somehow, I don't know, you obtain to some capacity. Then I would think it's possibly worth it. But there's already companies that have assembly lined this. They've, you know, got mass assembly lines to be able to extract the gold out of computing devices. And yes, there is gold, folks. Believe it or not, there's gold in the RAM. There's gold in the circuit boards, the peripheral cards. There's gold in cell phones, so on and so forth. So as a result, that has become a lucrative business to extract gold from old electronic devices. But it's very, very small. It's not a big, huge amount. And to be able to extract it, not only do you extract it off, but you got to melt it to where it is a pure gold, which is a pure 24K, which is extracting the gold from the actual pieces themselves. And the reason they put gold in devices, folks, is because of the conduction that gold has. It's a great conductor to, you know, make these electronic devices work at the rapid pace that they do. Anyway, that's a very good question there, 727. Let's continue going on here. Or an abductor, excuse me. Thank you very much. Who else we got? Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
I see you when you're sleeping.
What the hell was that about? Shut up! You freaking suck. How about 786 Radio Graffiti?
Yes. Hey, listen. Why don't you go and fuck yourself? Because nobody else would. To you, fucking nigger.
What the hell is that? Shut this Ruski up, for Christ's sake. Go drink some goddamn vodka, you mouth-breathing piece of cockeyed crap. I'm telling you, man, these freaking Ruskis, man. I don't like Ruskis, man, so if they try to claim that I'm some kind of a freaking Russian agent, I mean, give me a break. I wouldn't freaking trust a Russian as far as I could throw their big asses, for Christ's sake. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Oh,
man, hey, wait a minute. Take the mic out of your ass, all right? Then we'll be able to hear your ass. All right, how about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Pick up, penis on your face. Down, motherfucker. Little Tommy Terror. Will I ever stop drawing penises? Never. Yo, will I ever stop cursing? 80. Not. If you don't like it, fuck you. Pray too hard. I even printed Jesus. I even wrote the Santa Claus. All I got is sneakers. I don't want these Nikes.
Oh, my God. Get this guy. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. Oh, God. You gotta be joking. Who would allow children to rap about such devious crap? Who would do such a thing? Who in the... Oh, good God. Oh, good God. What a joke. What an utter joke. Who would allow their children to do such a thing, man? I mean, this is the bowels America is going down, folks. Do you understand me? This is the bowels socially that we're going down, for Christ's sake. Good God. Oh, God, that's just horrible. I can't believe that actually exists. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. I can't believe that actually exists, for Christ. 5-year-olds saying such foul-mouthed nonsense. Oh, my God. Who else do we have here, for heaven's sake? Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Hey, idiot. Your freaking microphone sucks the chrome of a 57 Chevy bumper, all right? It sucks. We can't hear you. Good God, with these morons. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
What up, you beautiful bastards? Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show, and let's just jump into it. And the first thing we're going to talk about today is the most requested story.
I mean, you see what I'm saying? You see that Philip DeFranco fruity-ass crap? Hey, this is Philip DeFranco, and we're... And then he cuts to himself. I mean, it's just completely unprofessional, completely ridiculous, and completely fruity. I don't like fruity guys that are projecting any kind of imagery or media to... a mass scale. I'm sorry. I mean, unless you're, that's your purpose. Unless you're like some fruity ass like Jeffree Star or something, and it's pretty much obvious that that's what you are, and that's great. But DeFranco over here, this guy, he's fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops as far as his feminine physical attributes are concerned, his feminine vernacular, and yet he claims to have, I guess, a girlfriend and a baby or something. I mean, you see, we don't need that. We don't need that. We need men, for Christ's sake. We need the return of man, not a bunch of pansy-ass little fruit bowls that can't sound off like they got a pair instead of sounding like they just popped out of their anal passages of their mommies. I mean, you could tell that is DeFranco's mommy talking. I could hear his mommy talking in his fruity-ass voice. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. I mean, you could hear his mommy. Like, hi, I'm Willie DeFranco. I'm Dave DeFranco. I'm Philip DeFranco. I'm a fruity-ass bastard. Good God, man. Who else do we have here? How about 808 Radio Graffiti?
Yo, it's Capolis here. Right now I'm actually playing strip poker with Kraskin and Tug Guy. You want to join?
Are you kidding me, Kahuna? You got to be kidding me, right?
Oh, yeah, I am, man. But on a serious note,
don't tell me the LGBT got to you, man.
Kinda, no. Seriously,
oh,
though.
Man, that's uncertainty. That's uncertainty now. What's happening? What's happening to the circle? Ah! bastards! What's going on here, fruity bastards? God damn it! Look, give me the mic. Give me the mic! Look! Listen. Okay. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to pretend that didn't happen. I'm erasing that from my mind at this point because I'm tired. I mean, I can't take any more of this. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I can't take any more betrayal. I can barely take any more troll terrorists and cyber vermin. I can barely take what's going on right now. I can barely take it now. Oh, my God, man. 269 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost Honey, want to make your sheets brown by practicing anal with me? It'll be totally hot and awesome.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, listen to me. I have nothing against homosexuals. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. That's fine. What I find rather disturbing is the lack of monogamy that we seem to find in the homosexual community, with all due respect. I'm not kidding around. That's why you got all these goddamn grinders and Jack'd and all these weird ass hookup applications. You got Craigslist going on. I mean, to me, it just seems to me that most people really want to be homosexual because they have no other alternative to get their wee-wee played with. And I think that's the majority of homosexuals right now, in my opinion. I think that there's a lot of men turning gay because women they don't really know what women want. And to be honest with you, gentlemen, women want real men. I'm not joking. They may say they don't want it. They may say that, I don't like brutish men, and they could say it all night long. I can guarantee you that that's exactly what the hell they want. They want a man that's not only a real man, that sounds like a man, that walks like a man, that talks like a man, but that actually has answers, that takes care of problems. I mean, because that's what men do. You know what I'm saying? When we see an obstacle, we're not pissing and moaning about it and making excuses. We negotiate or conquer that damn obstacle. You understand? And that's what exactly women want. And you see, because most males today are being raised by single mammy, and they don't really know how to get a woman anymore. You know what I'm saying? And most women, they think they want some fruity ass, Philip DeFranco type of fruit bowl in their lives. And when they get them, they realize that this guy is such a fruity ass bastard that they really want a real man to literally put them in their place and give them the high hard one, like 250 pounds of jackhammer ass going into a goddamn freaking quarry. I mean, I'm serious. I'm not joking around. I'm sick of these fruit bowls. So listen to me. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Listen, I have nothing against homosexuals. You want to do that, that's your problem. I don't really care. I'm just saying the institution of LGBT, it's gone way beyond the rights of gays, and now what it's trying to do, it's trying to legalize pedophilia, it's trying to legalize child porn. I mean, it's disgusting. And listen, I don't want to get into that. We only got 10 minutes left in Radio Graffiti, so let's just go ahead and continue on. 309 Radio Graffiti. Hey, what the hell is that about? Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Okay. Not bad. Yeah. All right. Woo.
What the hell? Shut that stupid skank up, for Christ's sake. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, shut that stupid dumb skankosaurus up. Shut up and get in the kitchen where you belong, you dumb broad. Good God, man. 832 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, I don't understand why is your anal passage red. I thought I was the only ghost that would...
Hey, shut this stupid dumb frog up. Shut this frog up.
Some things just make you feel comfortable, like shopping at Vons. From the butcher block to the bakery and everywhere in between, Vons is fresher, with more organic products, more smiles, and low prices on the brands you trust. For a delicious dinner, shop with your club card and get USDA Choice Beef Tri-Tip Roast untrimmed boneless for just $3.99 a pound. And for a crisp, sweet snack, pick up large Envy apples for only $1.49 a pound with your club card. Vons. Fact is, it's just better.
Start the new year with the latest and greatest phones from Sprint. For a limited time, be the first to get the hot new LG V20 phone and save 50% off instantly. That's over $350 in savings. Visit sprint.com/LGV20 or call 1-800-SPRINT1 today.
Coverage and offer not available everywhere, subject to credit and $30 activation fee, $16.50 per month for 24 months with installment billing taxes due at sale. Early termination results on remaining balance due. Restrictions apply.
I can't take this crap. I don't know how much longer I can take this crap. I'm going to be honest with every one of you. I don't know how much longer I can take this crap. Jesus Christ, my heart. Jesus Christ. 619, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? Is this Asho?
Yeah, I promised you guys a website, so it's ghostbootleg.biz.
No, shut him up! Shut him up with that bootleg crap! Enough! Enough is enough! Enough is enough! Enough is enough! Is enough! Is enough! Is enough! Is enough! Is enough! It's enough! That's enough! I've had enough! That's enough! Jesus Christ, that's enough! I've had enough! Give me the mic. Give me the mic! I've had about enough of this garbage, man. I'm serious, man. Listen, I'm glad there's only like 7.5 minutes left in this broadcast because I've had enough, man. I mean, don't you people understand that not only this is Christmas week, and I just, I can't reiterate that anymore. This is Christmas week, but God damn it, man. I'm giving you 3 hours of my life a day. I mean, folks, we are approaching 1,500 hours of broadcasting time. 1,500 hours of broadcasting. You son of a bitch. 1,500 hours of broadcasting. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. 818 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, am I on?
Yeah, you're on. What's going on?
Hey, so I opened up my door today, and this church came by, and they put a little bag on my door and said Jesus loves you, and they put some crackers in there, and I think these crackers are supposed to represent the body of Christ here, and so I was just gonna pull these crackers out right now and take one of these bodies of Christ right now and just kind of put Christ in my mouth and Christ. And I'm gonna lick Christ up and down. I got a body of Christ right here.
Oh my God! What are you doing?
No, well, I'm putting Christ in my mouth. I'm tasting Christ. It's pretty good. I've never actually done this before. I don't know. You know what? I actually like Jesus now. Jesus is pretty good.
Oh, man. No. Oh, man. No. Please, no. No! Man, I've had enough of this broad. I mean, listen, I got 5 minutes left. I don't even know if I should take any more calls, for Christ's sake, man. Fruit Bowl Ass Wednesday. That's what you idiots turn this into. I hope you're happy. Stupid sphincter fingering, enema bag cleaning fruit bowls. 973 Radio Graffiti. Okay, great. A freaking Helen Keller deaf mute with a freaking Obama phone. I'm very proud of you. How about 609, Radio Graffiti?
Pour me sweet Radio Graffiti, Templeton. Putting a freaking turd in the punch bowl. Let me go ahead and take a swig of this. Good stuff.
Oh, my God. Come on, man. Come on. Listen, I've got 4.5 minutes left. I'm not going to break down, all right? I'm not going to let you do this. You people are making me sick. I'm going to take a couple more callers, and then I'm getting the hell out of here. All right? I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Whoa!
Somebody shut this. Somebody put this broad in the kitchen, please. God damn it. Jesus Christ. 224 Radio Graffiti. I wonder. I wonder why. Why? These lunatics want to start World War III with the Jodies. Oh, jeez. Really? A remix, man? I mean, look, man, this is Christmas, man. Can't you all give me a break? I mean, are y'all going to give me a break at least on the Christmas Eve broadcast? I mean, should I even have a Christmas Eve broadcast? Oh, my God. 541 Radio Graffiti. Hey, that's pretty good there, Godzilla. I'm telling you, it's a classic Eric Clapton right there. Classic Eric Clapton. Who else do we got here? How about 352 Radio Graffiti?
Would you like to help me discipline my naughty little elf?
Oh, my God. Well, I got Santa Claus calling me up now, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Guys, can you describe what Templeton's poop smelled like? I got a stiffy over here, and I need to get off.
Jesus Christ. You know what? You people are getting sick, man. That's enough of this sick crap, seriously. I mean, literally now. I mean, that's enough of this sick crap. Literally. Sick crap. Man, you people are sick. You know what? I don't even know if I should continue going on with this broadcast anymore. I mean, you got about 2 minutes left. I mean, sick garbage, man. Sick garbage. Listen, I'm going to end the broadcast here, all right? Because I'll take one more. Who's the lucky one? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? The Disco Waffle Radio Graffiti.
Sandwich, I told you I don't have feelings for you. I'm holding out for Mr. Rice, and that's my brother. Twilight, you're even scaring me. I'm sorry. It's just that I always thought I was the one for my brother. I'm in love with him. We're not biologically related. Oh! And
Jesus Christ. Shut this brony crap up, for Christ's sake, man. Shut that brony crap up, man. Good God. Oh, I've had just about enough of this. All right, I've had just about a goddamn enough of this. I've just had enough of this broadcast. I've had enough. Anyway, folks, I may or may not be back tomorrow. I mean, this has just turned into a circus side show, and I really don't appreciate it one bit. All right? So, once again, follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow. And, of course, add to your favorites or your bookmark the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost, the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show. Once again, I may or may not have a broadcast tomorrow, so you got to be following me on Twitter to see if I am. But once again, I cannot wait for the Christmas Eve broadcast, baby. You better plan it. You better be here Christmas Eve, boy. Anyway, I'll be here tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll see you there. Long live the capitalist army, baby! Long live the capitalist army! There's Templeton! I don't want to hear nothing out of you, Templeton! I don't want to hear nothing out of you, Templeton, goddammit! Hey, quiet! You quiet! Anyway, I'm out of here, folks. All right, I'm out of here. And listen, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I may or may not be here tomorrow. I don't know yet, all right? So that's why you got to follow me on Twitter at PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores. And stop it, Templeton. God damn it, be quiet. You shut your face already. I mean, I just dropped $100 and something on your crap. Be quiet. Anyway, I'm out of here, folks. All right, long live the capitalist army, baby. I am out of here. I am out.